Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Nice to have your company. My name's Elle and I'm with you for the next 5 hours actually. I was going to say 4, but 5 hours. I'm joined by the one and the only, the absolutely gorgeous Jan. How are you, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Elle.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Have we
really
warmed
good.
up yet?
We have. It was a bit cold this morning, wasn't it?
My gosh, I tell you what, I had frost on my car.
It wasn't good.
Wasn't good. And it's absolutely freezing here in the studios. Ooh.
It's warming up now, though.
It is warming up.
Yeah.
Studios are warm, outside of the studios bitterly cold, so the heating's whacked right the way up, full blast around the building, and we've got a cup of tea. How are you? I hope you've had a fantastic weekend so far. Let's make it all the more special. Now, if you were with me yesterday, it was a very fast-paced show. It was very jam-packed, and believe me, I can't move behind the desk for all of the wonderful deals that you've got coming up. You'll have also got a vibe for the fact that Kim was very naughty, very rebellious. You actually had you did actually have words with management thereafter. She was given approval to just absolutely clear out amazing prices, drop everything down. It's all about multiple temptations. It is literally going to be multiple temptations throughout the course of the morning, and it's going to be exactly the same today. I've been looking through the actual schedule of the show, and there are lots and lots and lots of pieces which are going to our Jewellery Maker illegal price point, so absolutely fantastic. First of all, can I just say, what's going on with this ruler? It's not happy today? It's like lifted up.
Here.
What's that going on? I've already pinched myself once. I've only been sat down 5 minutes.
But we put a screw in the middle of it to hold it down.
Yeah, we could do with the screw here as well.
Yeah.
Could do with the screw. I've already pinched myself. There we are. Anyway, what have we got coming up? Tanzanite, gorgeous Tanzanite, beautiful obsidian. We've got a trio of pinks, which you'll absolutely adore. They are amazing, by the way. 3 different gemstones, 98 centimetres of your Tanzanite. We've got ruby coming up. We've got gorgeous pearls. We've got the amber, cabochon coming your way. Which sold out yesterday, by the way. Jan's newest DVD.
Yes.
We've got that as well, and the pieces of jewellery that you've made, Jan.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's coming your way. We've got storage, we've got busts, we've got bundles. It's just coming at you left, right and centre. Shall we get this show underway? Should we do it? Should we start with our seed beads? Now, I love these, and this is where we started yesterday, and loads of you got involved. Now, these have got the really large drill holes, so they're perfect for your satin cords, your leathers, your hemp, your kumihimo, etc., and your standard beading, of course. They are beautiful, beautiful seed beads, which are great for using as accenting, great for those finishing touches, absolutely perfect for replacements of gemstones, I suppose. You could use these as an alternative should you wish. You do get multiples within these tubes. They are very deceptive, I think, with the quantity that you get. Very well packaged, but for you and I wouldn't be. I'm rubbish at that. Count the gemstones or count the coins and count the sweets in a jar. I'm absolutely useless at that. But believe me, you've got approximately 380 pieces in any one tube. They're 4 by 3 millimeters, so they are the rondelles rather than the rounds. So they'll nestle wonderfully against one another, and I mean, it'll go perfect with the kit that's coming up first this morning, so it'll go fabulous with that, and so many other gemstones, mediums that you've already got within your stash as well. It is our first opportunity of the morning, and it is our ultra early bird. We have been up and at 'em very early this morning. What time are you up, Jan?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Not too bad.
No, it's
I
not
normally
too bad.
get up about that time when I'm working.
No.
Can you believe that I said that? Yeah, there is 2 5 o'clocks in my day. 2 5 o'clocks. When I'm working, I'm up about that time. Not so much this morning because I've got a poorly doggy.
Oh,
so I was up throughout the night. So I was a bit later this morning. But yeah, bless him.
Aww.
I don't mind having sleepless nights with him. Look, dial in as soon as you can for all that gorgeous buttery gold. I mean, it's going to go wonderfully with your Tanzanite that's coming up later on. Perfectly with your pearls, with your pink collection. Go wonderfully with the lace that we've got coming up. I mean, I think the opportunities are endless with these, Jan. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think they're an essential for your stash, aren't they? And like you say, it's really deceptive. Excuse me, how many are in there?
Yeah.
Because I've had them in kits before and made, I've really used them quite a lot in pieces. and still only used half of a tube.
Yeah,
maybe.
they don't seem to go down, do they?
They just sort of go on forever.
Yeah, and I know like Sarah Elvin used, she's done a DVD with these seed beads DVDs where it's exclusively using your gold-plated brass.
Yeah.
And they're some of my favourite pieces of jewellery. I love the texture, I love how they feel, I love the look, obviously, because they're all wonderfully reflective. And it's a great way of making your gemstones go that little bit further. So absolutely, totally concur with everything that Jan has said. And all of our previous guest designers. Now, we should be bringing these to you at £12.95. However, first auction opportunity of the morning. Let's bring it to you at a price slash. Just get used to this though, because we're going to be doing it throughout the course of the show. We are going to be price slashing left, right, and centre. £9.95 straight down into single figure quantities. I mean, they will go and last ages. Ages and ages and ages. And I can remember when, well, these are usually retailed. You saw £12.95, they can be up to £15.95.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, that's a great price. So, I mean, this is a fabulous price. And like I said, an essential for your stash, because as you said before, it's going to make your gemstones go a lot further. Yeah. Excuse me. If you use them as spacers. You can use them just to make a full bracelet. It would look beautiful.
Yes, stretchy bracelet.
Add them into your wirework pieces, wirework projects.
Yeah, that would look
nice. Macrame, anything that you're doing, these are going to fit in.
Amazing. I like the idea of these on a stretchy bracelet, actually. I've not thought of that previously before, but just perfect charm bracelet, wouldn't they? Yeah. Just then you can literally clip in between. I love the idea of that. Right, we're going to move on to Jan's wonderful DVD. Now, newest DVD, Jan. And I've always admired the rings that you wear, because you do wear gorgeous, obviously, your creations. Some of these, though, I'm really, really, really fancying, and I know you will too. If you've never, ever seen Jan's DVD, would you agree with me? It's like the birth of a child. Your DVDs are like a birth of a child. They are really, really, really something you're immensely proud of, and you should be.
Yeah, I think all of us as guest designers are really proud of the DVDs that we, you know, and it's so exciting to be able to do that as well, and to sort of share that. And on this DVD, we've got 5 different ring projects, and the DVD sort of happened because I stand here when I do a show, and the strands that come on, I say, oh, I love that strand, I'd make a ring, I'd just take one of those and I'd make a ring with it. Yeah. So I thought, you know, I say it all the time, so I just wanted to put that into practice, really. Yeah, and just to say that you actually do. Yeah, different shapes, and just show different ways of using them.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you know, this is my personal favourite, the one here.
But the shank of that and the base of that, you can sort of use it and adapt it to use it in different ways. And on the DVD, you'll see that I've made sort of 3 variations of the one design. So once you've got the basics of all of the 5 different techniques, you can sort of run with it, really, and put your own spin on them. Yeah,
they are gorgeous. Just one of your nuggets, your elongated nuggets there. I mean, look how dramatic that is. Yeah. You don't need any more, do you?
When you think how many we get on a strand of nuggets like that.
Yeah.
The potential then to make that many rings.
Yeah, how many pieces of jewellery. Yeah. And you've macrame'd with this as well.
Yeah, so we've added some Eslon thread into that, but we've got Zari thread in the first kit.
Lovely.
You could put Zari thread on there, you know, so there's lots of options.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, it was launched only last week. Thursday just gone. Yeah. So very, very exciting. If you weren't with us on Thursday, then here's your chance. So your gemstone feature rings with the lovely Jan herself brings you 5 different techniques. You've got introduction to the DVD. You've got your round gemstones, your elongated ring, which I assume is that one with the nuggets. You've got your top drilled gemstone. Would that be this one? That. Yeah. And then you've got your rondelle ring.
That's the one on the end, the little channel set.
This one here, channel set, and your flat button ring. So, so using your rounds, which, to be honest, a lot of people think that rounds can't be used in a gemstone, but they make a lovely, lovely domed effect, don't they?
They do. And I think some techniques, and I've made rings, and they sit a bit proud, but that's a way of using a larger round. Yeah. But it doesn't sit too proud on the finger. It sort of sits nicely. I love that.
That's wonderful, isn't it? Using your thread as well in your rings. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous depth of colour as well coming through, and I love that sort of contrast of the purples with it. And you can use any round gemstone.
Any round gemstone, yeah.
So launched only on Thursday, so if you weren't able to tune in during the week, here's your chance. We've got lots of you with us on the web, lots of you on the phone lines. You know just how exciting and popular our DVDs are, that you can stop and start them. You're inviting Jan essentially into your home, and Jan will walk you through through all of these beautiful pieces of jewellery and how you can emulate her design as well using gemstones within your existing stash. Now, what wire is actually needed for this, Jan?
Okay, all the way through, I've used 0.8 and a 0.4.
There we go.
0.8 for the base and a 0.4 for the adding on gemstones or weaving.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I've used a little bit of Essilon, but any thread that you've got you can use. So.
There we go.
Yep.
So you only need your 0.8, your 0.4, maybe some Essilon for the round, and your gemstones. That's all you basically need. And you look at the pieces of jewellery that you could be creating. This is my favourite. I just think it's very, very, very designer. Let's bring that price tag in for you. How popular are DVDs? Well, it's becoming very much, well, we're infamous for them, I suppose. Our guest designers are adored, certainly up and down the UK and around the world. Sharing their wealth and skills with you, many years worth of skills and knowledge for just £4.95. So beautiful pieces of jewellery, and it's just three pictures on the front, but you do in total get 5 different techniques. Yeah. And variations of those as well. That's so because you can mix it up, it doesn't have to be like so. For example, could you maybe this cluster ring with the top drilled, yeah, could you potentially use those with, I don't know, a different shape?
Yeah, you could use that with sort of a round gemstone, but for me, the drop shape just sat perfectly.
Yeah, it does.
But you can do that. You could even add a charm. If you've got a silver charm, you could add a little silver charm to that. That'd look beautiful. But like I say, if you're a beginner, you've not made a ring before, the DVD talks you through how to make the actual base of the ring as well. So yeah, it's a great base to start, really. Absolutely fabulous. I love these. They are some of the loveliest rings I've seen, Jan. That's not just me saying that, I truly believe that. Well done to every single one of you. Yvonne, Lynn, Susan, Linda, Angela, Karen, Virginia. Now, yesterday we had a bit of a giggle. We were talking about storage boxes. I refuse, so don't even ask me, Kim. I refuse to do Tupperware impressions. You can ask Jan, of course. To do what? Tupperware impressions. How do you do? I didn't see what happened. Okay, yesterday we were talking about storage and the quality of JM storage, and we were talking about how sometimes when you buy storage from certain places and then you put it in the washing machine or something like that, it goes a little bit misshaped. I'm with you now. So Mark and I were doing impressions of Tupperware. I did see the photograph of you and Mark doing the impression. So you want me to do an impression? Are you volunteering, Jan? I'll give it a go. Jan's volunteering. She's volunteering for a Tupperware, everybody. Already, like, you know how it is when you open the dishwasher door, your Tupperware's in there, and you go, oh no, who left the Tupperware in the dishwasher? Who put the Tupperware in there? That's it. Throw it away because it's gonna look like this. It goes. Sorry. Was that really bad? No, priceless. That is priceless. But do you know? Any stills of that going anywhere? They've just taken a photo of you. Listen, they really have. You know, I mean, I've just heard Director Claire wants a collection of Tupperware impressions. Right. Yeah. You've got 3 now, haven't you? You've got 3 now, so we're going to work at maybe the Tupperware album. This is something we could sell. Maybe we could make a DVD of us all doing these impressions. I think we need to get the crew doing it as well. You know, if we're doing it, and everybody at home. Yes! Let's get some pictures onto my Facebook page of everyone doing Tupperware impressions. We should make a calendar. A calendar? Yeah. I like that idea. I like that idea. You never know, someone might literally hire us to be, you know, to be the faces of a Tupperware brand. Do you think? You know? After that, I don't think so. We'll be the JM Tupperware brands. Yeah. Anyway, on to our storage. Sorry, Kimbo. Sorry. It was, I think that was invaluable airtime. Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. It was very good, Jan. Good. But of course, you wouldn't have that with these, would you? No. You wouldn't have that issue with these storage boxes because there is a difference. They're not flimsy plastic like your ice cream tubs. These are beautiful, solid, not Tupperware because that is actually a brand, isn't it? I think Tupperware is actually a brand. I shouldn't actually be saying that, but yeah, I think it is. Plastic storage, you know the ones I'm talking about, don't you? Now, these are double-sided. Can you see? These are actually double-sided, just one side. So you've got your little compartments and your little trays, which are adjustable as well.
And then on the other side, you've got another load of compartments. So there we go, they are adjustable. Kim was saying, I've never seen that box before. Well, you're getting 2 of these. That's how they look when they're not actually undone. And one of the large boxes. And you can easily take out those little slots. They're perfect sandwich size, aren't they? That's one of the things Mark said yesterday. So your sandwiches aren't going to get squished. And of course, we had messages coming into the studio. And Mark confessed to having over 170 storage boxes from Jewellery Maker. And then somebody texted in saying they had over 217 storage boxes. How many have you got? How many have you got, Jan?
I haven't counted them, but I've got a lot. Lots of them. I've got sort of piled up. I must have 30, 40.
30, 40 not Tupperware, storage boxes. Yeah, I can imagine I haven't counted, but I've got quite a lot.
And they're great as well because when you put things in them, you can see what's in them.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you haven't got to open everything up, etc. There's not sticky labels covering anything, and of course, unless you fix it. But that's one of the things Mark did say, actually. Sticky labels do secure themselves to these as well, so you can easily label the gemstones, etc. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's when you've got beautiful, rare, genuine gemstones that need to be nurtured and treasured and looked after, your precious metals, all your gorgeous findings. They are tiny, tiny individual pieces in many cases. You need to absolutely keep them well, safe, I suppose, so you're not losing anything. Let's bring that price tag in. I think I've waffled on about storage boxes enough so far, but you know what I mean. Listen, I'm not going to tell you how to use your storage, but they are absolutely essential. You're getting 3 in total, $6.95 only. Now I'm certain you'd pay that for just one in most places. $6.95.
Yeah, you'd expect to pay that sort of price.
You would, wouldn't you? And I'd actually think that's a good price for one.
That's amazing.
It is, isn't it? Because these are double.
And I've not seen those before. So they're great.
That's what Kim said. My producer said, oh, I've not seen these before. I've seen them once.
Right. That'd be great for like your silver findings to put your silver shepherd's hooks in, and you could put silver on one side and gold plated on the other, couldn't you? So yeah, perfect.
There we go. There we go. Lots and lots and lots of you there. Very busy this morning already. I like the fact we're all up bright and early this Sunday morning. Bright and early coming to see us here at Jewellery Maker. Brilliant, fantastic. Now we've got, is it straight to our first kit? Now I'm in love with this, Jan. Don't you think the shapes of the gemstones are unusual as well?
It was beautiful. The gemstones are so sparkly, and to have the zari thread in there as well was just lovely.
And you've made lots and lots and lots of pieces, yeah. So your zari thread is actually included as well. The gemstones just out. Oh, and a matrix box you've got in there.
Yeah.
You don't see them in kits very often, do you?
And it's nice because you've got the variation of the colours as well.
Now this is very limited, a very limited edition kit. We've got less than 50 of these available in the world, so they will sell out. No doubt about that at all. You've got your zari ribbon, but gorgeous colours, rare colours actually to see here at Jewellery Maker, including your emerald green, your wonderful orange, and like wonderful gold. So you've got the 3 spools of that. It's a slightly finer ribbon which you can thread with as well. So it's not the big thick zari thread, is it?
No,
so you can use it and get it through some of the gemstones that are actually in this kit.
Well, I've got it through the larger ones, 3 strands.
Right.
And knotted them, which I'm going to show how we did that.
Okay, so, fabulous. So, and they're going to go perfectly with anything really. Your crafts, they can go wonderfully with home decor, Christmas decorations.
Anything. Now, brilliant to add into anything, any project that you've got.
They go a long way as well, don't they?
The great crocheted.
Yeah, oh yes, crocheted would be fabulous. Here's that matrix box that we were referring to. You've got in here some toggle clasps that I haven't seen previously before. You get 2, the big substantial clasps. The smaller ones you're getting 2, the bigger ones you're getting 1. So that heart you get is one of the bigger ones. But there's a double, as you can see, of the smaller just there. But that's just an extended triple circle one, triple loop. Aren't they beautiful?
They're gorgeous.
The detail all the way around. So I've never seen these toggle clasps. I think they're relatively new in. So first time I'm getting a chance to actually show them on air. Very popular. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 8 different toggle clasps there to actually to create with, and you've incorporated them all, Jan, into your designs, haven't you?
I have. I've used them. I've used one as a charm because they're so pretty.
Yeah.
With the bracelet, I've added it as a charm, and then I split the the one with the 3, the extender one, into earrings. So we've made an earrings with those. I've made a pendant with one of them. Yes, so you know, they're brilliant as toggle clasps and they're great, but just think about them and they're so beautiful. You just incorporate them into your design.
Absolutely fabulous. Yeah, look, I love that. I love that detail where you've put a gemstone actually in the middle and using it as a bail.
Yeah.
That's an amazing idea. Amazing idea. It is your pine cones with Jandoi, so we are actually getting quite Christmassy here. But I love these. You don't see these very often, do you? It is your coated agate, but instead of being sort of round and faceted, these are your rice agates coated in a beautiful elongation design. The luster that you're getting across these is just fabulous. Lots and lots and lots of sparkle, and we've got complementary gemstones to go along. I mean, look how they capture and play with the light. Just one of those on shepherd hooks looks fabulous, doesn't it?
That's all you need really, because it sort of spins around then like a mirror ball, because you've got that effect and the light just shines off.
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
Really lovely. And being agate, they're a little bit lighter weight than they would be if they were coated hematite. Then let's bring in some other gemstones. You've got fabulous garnet. I love the fact that we are seeing this very, very, very exciting gemstone, a very sought after gemstone at the moment. Always has been, but particularly right now within our kits.
The garnet is just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
The colour is just... You've got that really sort of red, that purpley tone to it, isn't it? That plummy tone to it as well.
And that's when it comes to rhodolite garnet, the more purple, the more valuable it is. So just amazing. Then look at these pearls.
They're sweet, aren't they?
Really lovely. So that smaller size, they're a baroque shape, so they're quite organic, but they're a smaller size, which is going to go wonderfully for accenting. Then you have your beautiful Iolite injected in there. Don't see Iolite every single day, so very soft, delicate greens in there. And last but by no means least, you've got these gorgeous golden rondelles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands, plus all your zari thread, which we showed you, the greens, the oranges, and also the gold, and all of your toggle class. So beautiful, beautiful kit. And Jan, you've made, you know, gem heavy pieces, detailed pieces with all of these components, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, they're just so beautiful and so sparkly, and together they work together lovely as well. So for me it was a brilliant kit, and to have the zari thread in there as well just makes things go so much further.
Yeah, it does, and you can use the thread, the components like this, use them as a feature.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, with the one next to you there, I've sort of crocheted that really tight crochet and just added in some of the rondelles. So that's just a handful of the rondelles sort of scattered around. But because you've got that sort of that sparkle from the zari thread as well.
That's lovely.
And that's just one continuous piece, so you can wear it shorter, you could wrap it around your wrist as a bracelet if you wanted to. You could knot it.
That's gorgeous, because it looks like it is a solid metal rather than a fabric. Yeah. But I bet this is really beautiful to actually wear.
Because it's really soft, it's really light to wear.
And you've got those rondelles sewn in there as well to give that added sparkle. Just beautiful. Love, love, love it. And again, you've just bring the others back in because I did have to move them momentarily. Look at that. Can you see this one with the toggle clasp? Toggle clasp there where you're using it as a bail. Yeah. Fits perfectly, doesn't it?
It does.
Fits beautifully. Is that literally secured in there, just pushed in there?
I actually use some of the hypo cement.
There we go.
Bit of hypo cement around the rim inside of the toggle, and just held that in.
Away you go.
Yeah, done.
Fabulous. Now it is a limited edition kit though. Pine cones with the fact that you've got 5 very high-end strands, all your zari thread, and also, of course your matrix box. It's going to be very popular as well. Less than 50 of these were available. We should be bringing it to you at £49.65. That's where we should be. However, you know what our kits are all about, especially on the weekend where we have got guest designers here to share their inspirations. Well, we do this on a daily basis, but we're not afraid to push those boundaries. We're under instructions actually to push those boundaries. £24.95 only for all of those wonderful components, including the rice beads, the agate rice beads, your rondelles, your garnet, your Iolite, your pearls. Gorgeous, gorgeous array of colours there. Very Christmassy, aren't they? Not just Christmas though. You could wear them any time of the year, couldn't you? I would certainly wear these all around, all seasons. Fabulous, and lots of inspiration as well from Jan. In the gorgeous pieces of jewellery that you've created. Now, we have some more gemstones to bring you first. Oh, these! Just going to do these first, Jan.
They're beautiful.
And then we're going to go over to, yeah, because these would work. The turquoise with the gold, with the orange.
Yeah, I mean, this as an addition to the kit would look great because it's going to add that sort of that texture as well, isn't it?
It
You've
really
got the sparkle
is.
from these gemstones, but then that'd be adding texture.
I love the thought of crocheting with the zari thread with nuggets. Just because it's texture, and you can layer it, which is beautiful. And as you said, that's a continuous length, so you could make one really, really long. Include your gorgeous, gorgeous lapis or your wonderful turquoise. How much is turquoise individually on its own? And I'm talking here at Jewellery Maker. Never mind outside of these four walls, because I really don't think there's any comparison whatsoever. You've got a phenomenal gemstone with your tiger's eye here. You've got beautiful lapis lazuli and your turquoise nuggets as well. Depth of colour across these. I love the orange with every single one of these. Works perfectly with the turquoise, works wonderfully with the lapis, and also your tiger's eye.
Yeah. I think all of three of the zari threads, to be honest with you, would work with the bundle.
With this whole bundle, because the green is going to really pick out the greens of the turquoise as well.
You just get a different look.
Green and blue, I love that look, that colour combination. Absolutely fabulous. Now, Cleopatra, and it is a Cleopatra tone. She does wear sort of your blues and your greens and the golds. A beautiful, beautiful historic figure that she was, of course. Lapis lazuli, we know she sort of ground down into a very, very fine pigment and used it as makeup. So that you've got historical gemstones, actually two of which have been found within tombs of yesteryear. So it's a very, very, very I was going to say antique, but antique's the wrong word. Historical bundle as well. So if you love your history, if you love learning about gemstones and how prolific they were over years gone by, then this is one for you. Cleopatra, including your turquoise tiger's eye and your lapis lazuli. Let's bring that price tag in for you for all of those carats, and there is tons and tons and tons. They're double strands, every single one of those. I did try and preempt the fact that Kim was in one of those moods for one of those strands, for the tiger's eye, for the turquoise, for the lapis lazuli. $5.95 individually would be an amazing deal.
Well, it'd be stunning, wouldn't it, just to get, like, say, one strand for that price.
Well, they're double strands technically, aren't they? So on that basis, they're £1 each.
That's crazy.
That's an amazing deal. Kimber, how many have you got of these? Because I'm hoping we've got enough. 160? No, we haven't. But if you're watching on the repeats, try. If you're watching right now, check out as soon as you can. Don't leave it in those baskets for 3 double strands, including 3 of your most popular. A phenomenal gemstone, lapis lazuli with all those gorgeous, gorgeous pyrite inclusions, turquoise, which we struggle to actually get hold of. We really do struggle to get hold of turquoise, especially when it has got that real beautiful, beautiful depth of colour. It's not grey, it's not so dark that you're not seeing that wonderful turquoise hue. You've got fabulous amounts of the webbing across the surface. Quality strands, $5.95 each. I mean, that's a no-brainer. An absolute no-brainer. Leave that with you. Stay where you are on those phone lines, and I'm going to keep that with me. Keep that with me. Amazing. So, Jan, what is it you're going to be demonstrating for us?
I thought what I'd do is, when I was on before, I used the zari thread and I knotted pearls with them. So I've knotted this necklace just here. So this is using the gold zari thread. So I thought I'd show just how knotting with the zari thread, because it's a little bit different to using normal thread. Because the zari thread has got this sort of coating, not coating, it's got sort of like this metallic element.
Yes, yeah.
Wrapped around it.
It is kind of like a very fine coil, isn't it?
Like a fine sort of gizmo coil, really, around the thread. So it springs.
There we go.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
There. Okay, so you see it sort of springs over. So you've got the inner core, then you've got this around that you've got that colour on it. So what you don't want to do, you don't want to sort of pull that too much. So what I did for that necklace, I just simply knotted on one of the toggle clasps. So just simply tie a knot on it, put a little dab of glue on it, and let that dry before I snipped off the excess. And then, so we've got our first knot then, that we've got our toggle. So all I did, so we've got our first bead, and then, as if you're going to do an overhand knot, so you've got that sort of section there.
Lovely.
Okay? And then what I did, I used one of the, we've got some knotting awls. I don't know whether we've got any on the website, but this is from one of the toolkits. So just put your knotting awl sort of in the middle. When I'm at home, I sort of stick it into the board, but I won't do that because I don't want to put holes in the board. So all we need to do is, do you want me to hold it up? There. And then,
Whichever's easiest for you, we can see both, can't we,
Okay.
jewellery makers?
so all you need to do is pull that as close to as you can. And if you use the knotting awl, it's nice and smooth as well. So it just, so go as far as you can with the awl there. So it sits right next to that. Take it out, and it's still a little bit open. And then all you need to do is just tease that into place.
Up close.
And give that a good squeeze. So you've got a nice, then knot both sides.
Yeah.
And then what I did is I added 3 of the little rondelles. So what you need to do is just tease those into place because the zari thread will tend to twist. So you've got 3 of them sitting there, okay? And then again, just do an overhand knot. Pop that through. Put the awl in place there. And now in this case, what we want to do, we just want to sort of space it out. So decide the space that you want in between that knot and this one. Go sort of close up so it's not closed. And then don't pull it because you'll stretch it out. Again, just push it into place where you're happy with. And then what you can do is hold both of the knots and just space them out. So you've got that nice little space in between. And then you've got the next knot to go. And then I'll do a next knot next to there, add 3 of the rondelles, do a knot, and then I'll just continue that all the way along.
Beautiful.
Along the necklace.
So it's merely knotting really and threading on gemstones.
Yeah, but the thing to do is to use the awl, because if you use the knotting tool with it, I found that it does snag the thread. So I would always use this technique for knotting, and not the knotting tool is brilliant for when we're using the silk cords and the nylon cords, but for the zari
because it
thread,
has actually got that exterior sort of threading, which is the colour essentially. It's like it's like a very fine wire, isn't it?
It's very fine, and that's what gives it that metallic shine, isn't it?
Yeah.
And gives it its structure really, because although it's really soft, it's still got some structure to it. So it's brilliant. I just love it. I love zari thread.
Absolutely amazing. And just continue that process all the way around. And you've got a 360 degree beautiful piece. There it is. Fabulous. Now we could incorporate other gemstones with the zari thread, couldn't we?
We could.
We could have used all of those nuggets that we've just seen there.
Yeah.
How about some lavakite? Now lavakite's a gemstone we don't see every single day. It's got. I love lavakite because I think it's got attitude behind it. I think it's quite a stormy, moody gemstone, which I really, really love. Every single one of these are faceted as well, faceted rounds. It's a lavakite trio. It's the very definition of, to me, you know, when you think of grey, when you think of what's very fashionable right now, for example, in interior design, you think of that grey that's often in boutique hotels on the walls, etc., and then the white bed linen. When we were over in Dublin, we stayed in a lovely hotel, and it had that very dark grey walls, and everything else was white in the room. Looked beautiful, looked amazing. It's kind of lavakite colours, so it's got a really moody sense to it, but a very contemporary beauty behind it. Do you think? Because it's kind of silvery at the same time.
Yeah, like you say, you can see the silvers in there, but it's like a storm in a gemstone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got attitude, isn't it, this gem? It's
beautiful.
Absolutely fabulous. I often liken it to maybe a labradite, not without the labradescence. This is that very definition of rich, stormy, that would be the word to use, deep colours,
It's
moody
stormy, but
colours.
it's not sort of dull stormy.
No,
You know what I mean?
there's a difference, isn't there?
You know,
grey, you think of, ugh.
Yeah.
But actually, this is a sort of a wonderful dark bluish undertone, isn't it?
There's a bluish undertone running through there as well.
Absolutely. So the colours I'm talking about, which you find on the walls, you know, in those boutique hotels, it's a grey, but it's got a blue. It's a bluish grey, which works wonderfully. Yeah. And this is the equivalent, I suppose, of a gemstone. You've got 3 different strands here. You've got big sizes, and then you've got the smaller sizes. So if you wanted, you could emulate Jan's design there and use the smaller ones. Yeah. As you have done with the rondelles.
I think with the gold zari thread, that looked fabulous, wouldn't it?
Oh,
have the larger ones and then the smaller ones in between. Yeah, that looks stunning.
Oh, look at this close-up.
That's gorgeous.
Every single one of those facets, playing with the light. You can see the silvery element of lavakite there.
The beautiful.
A totally and utterly natural gemstone. Absolutely gorgeous. I love lavakite. The fact that we don't get to see it every single day tells me that jewellery makers, you do as well. And there's very little of it, I suppose, available in your average show. Yesterday we didn't see any. I think this is the first time I've brought it to you throughout the entirety of the week. It's been a while since Kim's been able to put together a bundle like this, so do grab it whilst you can. It works wonderfully with your spinels, works perfectly with your white gemstones, your clear gemstones, your coloured gemstones, your pearls. I mean, it's just anything, absolutely. It's a stash essential. Let's bring that price tag in for you. All 3 strands for this amazing price point. $9.95. Can I just get the sizes? Are these 12mm rounds? Yeah, 2 12s and a 4mm round.
Wow. The ring from the DVD, the one with the with the macrame section on it.
Yeah.
One of those.
With your zari thread?
With maybe the gold zari thread and gold wire would look stunning.
That would look incredible. Yeah. If you're wondering what DVD, we only launched it. Jan only launched her newest DVD on Thursday. Yeah, you could use this beautiful gemstone within that as well. Stands wonderfully proud. And of course, every single one of those facets will give you a checkerboard effect. $9.95 only. Thanks, Wes. Wes is just bringing that piece of jewellery that Jan and I are talking about. Looking like it's going to be a sellout, this gorgeous bundle. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, fabulous. Facets would really add to that ring, wouldn't they?
Definitely would, yeah. They look gorgeous with some gold wire, maybe the gold zari thread instead of the purple Eslon. Yeah. Oh, texture. That's what it'd be. Texture in the gemstones, dimensions of colours, texture in the fabric that you use, whether it be zari or your Eslon thread, and of course the wonderful gloss of your shine. So the DVD is still available. Have a little look on the website or speak to our contact centre. It's just $4.95. Newest DVD that Jan launched. Fabulous. I love lavakite. Yeah. It's quite. We were watching last night. We were watching. Oh gosh, what was the name of the film? What was the name of the film? It was something. Tom Cruise was in it, and it's all about aliens. Right. Something with the world. Anyway, something. What's that? War of the Worlds. No, it wasn't War of the Worlds. Anyway, doesn't matter. And he kept going back in time. It was like Groundhog Day. I was getting bored with it, to be honest. But I'm not really big into your sci-fi. But this does kind of remind you of your sci-fi elements, doesn't it? Yeah. When you see those films and they've got the those spectacular cloud formations and things. Exactly, that's what it was. Yeah, exactly. It was amazing. And Mother Nature, I suppose, that's what it is. Mother Nature with all of her intense weather conditions. It's very dramatic, isn't it? And lavakite is most certainly that. Looking like it's going to be an entire sellout. We had quantity. We're straight down now to the 30. So do grab it as soon as you can. That's working out what £3.32 per strand. Every single one of them is faceted. 2 strands of your 12mm and 1 strand of your 4. Okay, so back to our lovely Jan, who's going to continue her gorgeous demonstration. So we've created that fabulous piece, and it's just repeating that process. It is, and then you add the clasp at the other ends, and obviously that's that completed. I thought I'd show the little tassel earrings. I love these. Because you've got the beautiful tassels, and that's such a lovely colour as well on these gemstones. So I thought it was just a crime not to use them, really. I think so, and I don't know. I'm yet to meet a jewellery maker who doesn't use the tassels. Yeah, they're just so. And the thing is, tassels are really in as well at the moment in fashion. They are, yeah. You know, so and we get them on the end of our strands, so make use of them. Yeah, they're just beautiful. Whether it be in home decor, whether it be in your fashion, whether it be in your jewellery, they're too beautiful not to use, aren't they? I can remember once again one of our guest designers demonstrating how you make tassels. Yeah. So you're getting these as an added bonus, aren't they? They're already made, and the colours are beautiful, and they go perfectly with the zari thread. So I thought we'd use them. Okay. Amazing. Okay. So what I've done is I've got a gemstone, tassel. And I've used one of the little gold skinny head pins. I love that, skinny head pins. Skinny head pins. And all we need to do is just make a little bend in the head pin, a little way down. And what we're going to do, now I haven't tried this, see if I can get it through. Probably should have tried it beforehand, shouldn't I? But no, we're fine. So that goes through the little tassel, there, and pull that through. So you've got that sitting on that little hook shape there, okay? And all we're going to do is put our round nose pliers in there. And we're going to wrap this, actually I'll go the other way. wrap this around the main section of the wire just to secure it on. So just wrap that round a couple of times and push it down. If you sort of struggle to wrap it around, use some pliers. It's just easier just to get a bit of a grip on it really. Squishy that down. Take it off your pliers. Try not to do it too tight so you can't get it off your pliers. And then snip off the excess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trim it off, lovely.
So now we've got our little tassel on our head pin. So what we're going to do now, we're going to drop on one of the gemstones. They're so sparkly, aren't they? They're so beautiful.
Really lovely colours. And the tassels are a lovely green as well, aren't they? So it's a soft green. It's like a sage green
rather than what it is,
rather than a very intense colour. It's more of a pastel hue.
Yeah, it's very delicate. So all we're going to do is just make a little angle there, pop our round nose pliers back in, and we're going to do a wrapped loop. So now we've got this little hook shape. Pop your pliers back into that little hook shape and wrap around.
Do you know what I see right there? A little lady.
Yes.
It's a little lady with
a little angel, couldn't you?
A little angel for your Christmas trees.
Yeah, you could a little pair of wings there.
Oh,
That look really pretty.
Wouldn't that be lovely? Use your tassels for lots of angels. I see lots of angels on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, decorate the Christmas tree. That's a brilliant idea. So there's our little angel waiting to be wrapped. So what we're going to do is take a length of the green zari thread. So just take a little section of. I mean, you get so much on there.
Oh, they never seem to go down. I mean, how many meters are on one of those zari thread spools? Just double checking for you, because
goes on and on and on.
On and on and on and on. And you've only used what, a few inches?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I've made that piece, and I mean, I did the crochet with the orange one.
Multiple pieces.
And not touched it really.
No, hardly dented it.
So what we do now is we take the zari thread.
400 meters in total.
Oh wow!
So that's an awful lot, isn't it?
It's going to go a long, long way. So what we're going to do is take the zari thread and pass it through the bottom loop.
Okay.
Okay. Pass it through the bottom loop that you've made with your gemstone, and pull that through, and bring out a sort of quite a lot on this side so you can hold on to it. And we're going to use that then to tie and secure it. So now what we're looking at doing, we've got this coming through the bottom loop, because we want to incorporate the bottom section straight into the tassel, so it's all sort of one piece really, it all moves together. So now we've got this, what we need to do is wrap it around. So start wrapping it around just underneath where the bead is, there. And then what we're going to do is wrap around. The first couple of wraps, the bead will continue to move, but once you get onto the actual tassel section, you'll be fine. There you go. So now, she says,
there we are, just building that up.
You just got to keep building that, building it up, and then just keep wrapping and wrapping. Keep it as close together as you can. And then you wrap down as far as you want, really. So you can just wrap that all the way around. Go down to where the actual section of the tassel itself finishes.
Meets her skirt.
Yep, that's it. So then, what we do is place it down. I'll snip this off because I've got a little bit too much.
Claire says it's like a little Hawaiian lady.
Yeah. It'd be really lovely to make sort of Christmas tree decorations, wouldn't it, with it?
Yeah, or Hawaiian
ladies.
Hawaiian ladies.
Do the hula. To do the dance.
Come on, Wes, we can do the hula. Yeah, that's really good, Wes. Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Sorry, I think I'm a bit sleep deprived. What's your excuse, Wes? You're tired too. I tend to get a little bit delirious when I'm sleep deprived.
That's not a bad thing. Not being sleep deprived.
I've been delirious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree. So you just tied a knot there.
Is, yeah, with the little section that we left down to hold on to, and the end of the thread there, just tie that. And all I did is I just put a little dab of glue on there just to make sure that that doesn't come undone. But the zari thread sort of holds really well.
It grips, doesn't it? It does really grip,
well. Yeah, it does. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that off for now, but I would just put a little dab of glue on there just to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you're working and knotting with your threads, glue, especially the hypo cement, because it is such a precision glue, you get that really fine needle, don't you? So
Yeah,
you can really
brilliant.
get to the point. So yeah, it just adds that added extra security, doesn't it?
And the thing is, if you're selling your jewellery, then obviously you want to sort of you want to make sure that that's how it's going to stay.
100%.
So all you do then is you just open up one of your evening findings, pop it on, close it up, and you're done.
As easy as that.
And there's one of your little tassel earrings.
So you just literally attached a shepherd hook to the end, and there's one of your gorgeous earrings.
Yeah, you can just straighten that little bead up because it's a bit wobbly.
There we go.
And you can trim it down. I did. I once I'd made the two of them, I just cut straight across and sort of made it a little bit shorter. But it's up to you how you want it.
Love these, absolutely adore these. And then if you're a wirework extraordinaire, then add some wings.
Yes.
Add some
That's a
wings
great
as well.
idea.
Yeah. Love that, love that. No, these are gorgeous as they are. I would wear these.
I might do that though actually for my tree.
Do that.
I've got loads of tassels.
There we
at
are.
home.
Do that. Do
gonna
that
do
on your
that.
Christmas tree. Send me a picture.
I will do.
Okay, now we have got more opportunities. The graphics have introduced onto your screen yesterday. One of our most popular strands that we brought you flew. We had a big quantity. They absolutely flew. These are brand new. We have just shy of 200 of these available within the vault. They've arrived literally moments ago. Look at the amount of crevices and sparkle that you get within. They're a perfect size for me. They're 12mm. They're not too big, but they're not too small either.
They're beautiful.
Big enough to show off the crystal formations, you know, the crevices that you get within a Druzzy. All of that wonderful sparkle and unique sparkle. Big enough to show off all the colours with this gorgeous satin finish, but not so big that they're going to, you know, be clumping around, I suppose, and be something that you're going to have to take off halfway through the night. This is your multicoloured Druzzy, or rainbow Druzzy. Instantaneously, we've got loads of you there, and I'm not surprised. Under 200 of these available. They arrived literally moments ago. So this is brand spanking new. So grab it whilst you can. It's a perfect time of year for Druzzy, isn't it?
It's
Perfect for the festive season, for your Christmas parties, etc. This strand is amazing. I love Druzzy, Laura says in Cheshire. Laura, you're not alone. We love it too. It's because you get so many different colours and textures and sparkle.
They're beautiful.
It's obviously a genuine gemstone.
And it's the first time I've seen the actual sparkle so crisp and clear.
Yeah.
You know, it's the sparkliest Druzzy that I think I've seen.
Absolutely, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes with your Druzzy, you get some rounds which have it's just colour, which is still lovely. Don't get me wrong, but they don't actually have, you know, I always call them the sort of convex or concave areas, you know, the crevices, I suppose, within the Druzzy. Sometimes you don't get that. This is like pretty much across the entirety of the strand. Look at this one. This one's fascinating, isn't it? You've got like a dusting across the surface. Wow. It's not necessarily a crevice, but it's a dusting of Druzzy across the surface. Gorgeous, aren't they? They're like little planets, sparkly planets.
They are, they're beautiful.
I'd like to live on this planet.
Yeah, me.
I bet it's really pretty.
What would it be called, do you think?
I don't know.
Planet Sparkle is a bit...
Planet Sparkle. Something like that.
A bit boring, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure we could come up with better if we thought about it. Maybe with a glass of wine or something like that.
Yeah, I'll come up with something.
But I'd like to live on Planet Sparkle. Yeah, I mean, this is gorgeous, aren't they? Brand new, though. Instantaneously, tons and tons and tons of you there. It's a 38cm strand. What would you do with these, Jan? Would you be thinking...
Ring.
A ring.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, bring that ring back in. Your one.
Then you've got the sparkle of... I mean, that would just look stunning, wouldn't it?
Oh, just one of those.
As a ring, that would be beautiful.
It would frame the Druzzy, wouldn't it?
It would, and you get to look at it then, don't you? You get to appreciate it all the time.
Can you imagine the comments that you would get on this? Can you imagine?
Because there's no missing that, is there? That Druzzy is so sparkly and so beautiful.
But even if you went for one of the plainer ones, and I can't believe I'm saying that when I'm about to show you this one, even when you went for one which hasn't got necessarily a crevice within, you're still going to see that interesting
But you've still got
texture.
that texture, haven't you, and that sparkle to it. It's like you say, it's like a dusting of it. It's like fairy dust on there.
It is. Look.
And I love the matte and the colour as well on the you know, on the
They're very
magenta.
soft, aren't they? Whilst they look like they will be coarse, but they're not. They're actually very, very, very soft. I'm going to have to bring that price in because these are hugely popular and they always are. Okay, good luck. Dial in as soon as you can. Yesterday we brought you a brand new Druzzy and it sold out $6.95. Grab this whilst you can because they flew yesterday. Absolutely flew. I don't think for 1 second this is going to be any different. These arrived in the studios only moments ago, and I'm delighted that we were able to squeeze it in this morning show. They're going to go wonderfully with the orange of your kit. They're going to go gorgeously with the green because they're going to pick out the colours within the Druzzy. They'll work wonderfully with your gold as well. So what was that? Sorry, Kim? You're going to go better than yesterday. How can you beat yesterday? You were a rebel without a cause yesterday. Kim. $5.95. We did say that there was going to be lots of illegal jewellery maker price points coming up this morning. So if you love this, you're going to love the entirety of the show. It's okay. We knew Kim was she was like this yesterday, and she said I'm going to be doing exactly the same. So it's going to be a fantastic 4 hour. I mean, look at the amounts of Druzzy that are in every single one of them. Fabulous performance of sparkle across them. Which is your favourite colour within Druzzy? Rainbow Druzzy like this. If you can single one.
Oh, I don't know. I love all of them.
I
wouldn't be able to, I don't think.
I love the purple. Kim loves the blue and green.
I think the purple probably. In fact, I was really, really pushed. But I think they're all beautiful.
But they go with so much Rainbow Druzzy, don't they? I mean, you could use this with the spacer beads that we brought you to open the show. You can use these with turquoise, with lapis lazuli, with lavakite. Anything.
And for me, I would make rings with them. I'd make a strand of rings, and everyone's going to be different. But none of them would be $5.95.
Oh, of course not. What would you sell them at then?
If I was making this ring with one of those, it's £20.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And using the purple wire. So if you've got purple wire, or any colour for that matter, because they are Rainbow Druzzy, you could use any of your wire stash. But they do work beautifully with the purple wire, don't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They are beautiful.
Fabulous. $5.95 only. We had under 200 of these available, brand new, premiering this morning. And there's tons and tons and tons of you there. I can see Rose on my call screen. Well done. Check out as soon as you can. In natural daylight, you'll see those colours. In dimmed or party sort of lighting, you'll see those gorgeous colours as well. Fabulous. Well done to every single one of you. Now, sorry, what was that, Kimbo? Is it time for the gold box? I love that.
You get excited when you see one of the gold boxes.
Special. You know when you see a box of this size under the Christmas tree, you get excited, don't you? Because you're like, that's pretty, that's sparkly.
It's special, don't you?
You do know it's special. This size, you're like, oh, that's exciting.
It is, when you see them.
Same applies. So this is our probably most prestigious collections of gemstones and also findings that we bring you here at Jewellery Maker. So it comes packaged in one of these gorgeous boxes, and they are finished. I can't believe I'm showing you this, but I want to, just because that's how much we really, really regard. I do go on about it all the time. Claire's like, you like this box, Elle? I know, because I think hopefully it tells everybody the quality of the findings and the gemstones. You've got velvet inside. I mean, I can remember when I worked at the jewellers, you had boxes for certain price points. You did. You weren't allowed to use your leather boxes for anything ridiculously, anything under 4 figures in the jewellery establishment that I was at. You had to use those with your 4-figure pieces. Wait till you see the Tanzanite. Now, you have got 925 sterling silver findings, and they're beautiful, but I want to show you the Tanzanite first. Depth of colour, wonderful vanadium blues coming through, 15 carats of Tanzanite, and they are all faceted rondelles. It's a very slight graduation, not huge, but it is a very, very slight graduation, so look at that.
Beautiful. That's stunning, isn't it?
It really is stunning. And you get the length of chain with this, which is, let me just double check, pretty much complete. There's the length of chain, well, all the findings that you can see on the screen. I'm just going to lay that chain across. You've got toggle clasp, complete toggle clasp, you've got shepherd hooks, you've got your S clasp, you've got your spacer beads, you've got your crimp covers and your jump rings. How many pieces of jewellery do you think you could create out of this, Jan?
Oh gosh, well you've got your chain.
It's got your chain.
So you could make yourself a pendant. You've got a clasp on there. You could add some beading thread because you've got crimps in there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 clasps.
Yeah.
So you could easily make 2 necklaces, 2 bracelets.
Yeah, because you've got your T-bars and you've also got the S-class, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got your earring findings in there. So how many earring findings? Yes,
you've got two pairs.
2 pairs of earrings. You've got 2 necklaces, 2 bracelets, or 4 necklaces if you want to. Yeah, well, and a chain. So
it's going to go a long way.
Go a long way.
A lot, and all your gorgeous Tanzanite.
And you don't need to add a lot of Tanzanite to it to make stunning pieces either.
Yeah, I agree. When it's a high-end gemstone like this, you really don't need to. Especially if you're commissioning or selling jewellery, then it's not necessary because people think, oh gosh, it's Tanzanite. That's all we need to know. That's already desirable and beautiful. Let's bring that price tag in for you for 40 pieces in total, $34.95. I would, without hesitation, invest that for the Tanzanite exclusively, let alone the sterling silver. I mean, how much do we sell our sterling silver finding packs for? I was going to say, aren't they pushing £20? Yeah. They are, aren't they? They're pushing £20.
But they don't have chain in them either, do they?
That's 87 pence per finding and nothing for the Tanzanite. And of course your box. I know I go on about the boxes, but I do think that makes a big difference, especially if you made a piece of jewellery and you want to then go on and gift it. Yeah. These are expensive to buy, aren't they?
Well, I've made pendants. I've had these kits and I've made pendants and I've sold them in that box.
Yeah.
Because the box is so beautiful, and I've displayed them in the box because the box is so beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely, they are beautiful, real quality there as well. And of course, you can take the sticky label off the back, so no problem whatsoever. $34.95 only. Now, fabulous. So I'd love to see your designs, and I love the fact that we are able to now work with such high-end gemstones like your tanzanites, your sapphires, your rubies, your emeralds, and diamonds. Now, even here at Jewellery Maker, doesn't that speak volumes? Absolutely incredible. Do you know what else is incredible, Jan?
What's that?
Wall of Fame.
Yay.
Oh, we've got so much to bring you. We need to pick up the pace, and we've also got birthday wishes to send today, and it comes from number 215. This is Caroline Payne in Maidstone, Kent, celebrating her birthday today. Caroline, happy. Oh, sorry, yeah, happy birthday to Jade. I beg your pardon as well. Her twin sister. Right, I need to start this again. Good luck to everyone in this week's draw, and a very happy birthday to Jade, her twin sister, and her twin sister Lauren. There we go. Oh, Caroline, I'm sorry I made a right hash of that, didn't I? I was saying happy birthday to you. It's to your sisters, Jade and Lauren. Happy birthday, ladies. Happy birthday. You're number 215.
This is a beautiful necklace. This is 216, and this is from Debbie, and it's just beautiful. Pearls, stunning. Love it.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
217.
Oh, look at these Tree of Lives from Nicole Shipley in East Yorkshire. Hello to you, Nicole. You're number 217. Fabulous. Gorgeous pendants or even earrings. They'd be amazing.
This is 218. Look at this, how beautiful this is. This is from Leanne Lake.
Love that.
A bracelet on bling. Well done, Leanne. That's beautiful.
Isn't it
absolutely
just?
Stunning.
Isn't it just? I've got number 219. Wow, there is a lot of red in this piece, and I love it, love it, love it. Comes from Colette in County Cork. Beautiful chainmail and wonderful red quartzite. Good luck and well done to you, Colette. You're number 219.
This is 220. And this is a necklace and bracelet set from Sally in South Yorkshire, and it's absolutely beautiful. The weaving is gorgeous.
Fabulous. I've got number 221. Oh, I love this. I absolutely adore this combination. And it comes from Bryony Gibson. Doesn't say where you're from, Bryony, but gorgeous watch face there with your black agate. Works perfectly.
This is beautiful. This is 222, and this is from Lisa. Really beautiful and gothic necklace. Stunning. Love that.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Isn't
that's
it?
fabulous. Yeah, fabulous,
Gorgeous.
Lisa.
Well done.
I've got 223 combinations of colours here that I love. It comes from Linda Kirk. Doesn't say where you're from, Linda, but well done and congratulations, and do keep those pictures coming in. Number 223.
It's a beautiful tassel necklace. This is 224, excuse me, 224, and it's from Francis Miller in sterling.
Fabulous.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely fabulous. Can I just do that birthday wish once again, just because I made a right pig's ear of it, didn't I? It's your daughters. I beg your pardon, Caroline Payne. Caroline, this is your piece, and you're saying happy birthday to your daughters. So very, very, very happy birthday, girls. From all of us here at Jewellery Maker, you enjoy your day, won't you? Now, we've got so much more to bring you. We've got more designer inspiration with your gorgeous Jan. We've got Tanzanite coming up after the break, and bundles after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
There are two easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only one P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Now, what this image does not tell you is quite how much Tanzanite is included in this opportunity. 98 centimetres, just shy of an entire metre length of Tanzanite. Now, I'm not going to say the obvious. I'm not going to talk about this gemstone being one location or one generation. I'm going to assume rightly or wrongly, and I know we're told not to assume, but on this one occasion, because our jewellery makers are so knowledgeable about gemstones, you've been with us, some of you have been with us for many, many, many years. If you've been with us for a short period of time, I'm absolutely certain you'll have heard myself or one of my fellow presenters talking about this gorgeous gemstone at some point. So generally picked up the vibe that this is potentially the most desirable gemstone on the planet at the moment. I'm not going to say all the obvious. I want to talk about the fact that for 10 years, or 11 years now, TGC has been established, and for 10 years we have been saying all of those obvious things. Isn't it funny then that 11 years on, we're still saying those things, but the reality is it's kind of only just sunk in. And that might sound a little bit daft, but when you say something repeatedly and you're talking about it regularly, you know it's factually correct, you know it's absolutely true, but you become a little bit complacent. The reality is, right here, right now, and certainly 2015 had a massive change in the Tanzanite. Tanzanite is a gemstone in our buying ability. 2015 was really where myself, all of our fellow hosts, the buying team, our gem hunters, the directors of this company sat up and recognised that this is a gemstone that we need to get as soon as we possibly can, because literally we are not able to buy it the way we were able to. We used to go direct to the mine. We used to buy directly from artisanal miners. We used to be able to, go buy it in its rough formation and facet in our own house. We certainly can't do that now. The Tanzanian government has intervened. Many of the mines have actually closed down. D Block, which is where we used to source most of our Tanzanite from, has closed. A gentleman called Money was mining Tanzanite. He's no longer doing that anymore because it's no longer financially viable. Now we have to source our Tanzanite the same way that other industries do, other businesses do, and it is a straight battle. It's a bidding war, essentially. This is how it is generally working. And Tanzanite has gone from where we would buy thousands upon thousands of carats on an annual basis. Now we buy minimal Tanzanite. Unfortunately, we're not able to buy huge quantities. So how do we purchase it? It is a straight bidding war. We'll go in as closed bids. They tend to be sort of closed envelope auctions, and basically the Tanzanite trader can pick the best offer. It makes it one of the most sought after, and the price points, so I know we've been talking about it for 11 years, it couldn't be more of a reality than right here, right now. To say that we are bringing you almost an entire metre of Tanzanite at the price that we are taking it to, I'm not surprised in the least that we've got web bidders checking out whatsoever. I mean, I just asked Jan in that short break, Jan, name a price. What do you think this was going to? She's like, is that a metre? I was like, yeah, just shy of a metre. What price tag did you say? Well, and you were being very generous, Jewellery Maker wise.
Yeah, because I said knowing it's Jewellery Maker and the mood Kim is in, I said sort of 69.
Yeah, which would be an amazing deal.
Yeah.
We've got Tanzanite for like lengths like this for about that price point.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing. Lengths like this for about £69. How about if I said this should be £34.95? Should be £34.95, not just this amount. You've got almost a metre of Tanzanite. I mean, this just goes on and on and on and on. I can only just fit it in the screen, can't I? The entire length. We should be £34.95. I will never get used to saying that. Please consider the fact that we cannot buy. We're really struggling to buy Tanzanite. We can't buy it the same way that we used to. Suzanne in Kent's just texted in. I got this strand last week. Made a 4-strand bracelet with silver findings, spectacular. Buy this strand. You won't be disappointed. Totally agree with you, Suzanne. It's amazing quality, the depth of colour. I mean, we don't grade our Tanzanite, but you can see just how intense those Tanzanite hues. I'm not going to say all the obvious things. I'm going to assume, rightly or wrongly, and forgive me if you've got any questions, then do get in touch with me via my Facebook page or an email even. Send me a letter if you want to go old school. If you've got any questions about Tanzanite, but understand that we are now, as one of the biggest coloured gemstone buyers in the world, really, really, really seeing meaning, the significance, the impact of Tanzanite, and how it is so, well, almost now impossible to get hold of. $29.95 is where we are this morning. We've got less than 100 of these available. It's never been on your morning show. This is just a handful of the collectors. Hello to, we've got multi-buys, Surrey, Carmarthenshire. Hello to Carolyn, Christine, Sarah, you've done it, Karen, Manchester, June, Patricia, Linda, Jill, Coral in Cambridgeshire, Belinda, hello to you, Christine in Worcestershire, West Midlands, Keith, congratulations to you, Vidya, you've got yours, Diana's there, Heidi's there, Catherine's there, Jeanette's there, Diane's there, Debbie's there, Tracy's there, another Jeanette, Susan, but I can't physically keep up with all of the names coming in. We've got another text message. You can never have enough Tanzanite. I totally agree, Laura, but you know what? There's going to become a moment in our lives, in the hopefully not foreseeable future, there's going to come a moment in time when the news breaks from the Tanzanite mine, no longer in production, and what is actually out there in the trade, whether it's in your jewellery collection, in your jewellery stash, or in gem traders' hands, that moment in time will make a big difference in terms of its monetary value, obviously. What I think about is, how am I going to feel? How am I going to feel? And I'm saying this whilst you're all dialing through. How am I going to feel when that news hits the gemstone world? Is it going to be, oh, thank goodness I actually purchased it from Jewellery Maker when I did, or is it, my goodness, I need to buy it and now it's going to be at a more considered price point? Ordered mine, yippee, my Christmas present to myself. June, love that. You should treat yourself to Tanzanite like this. It's an acquisition, and the reality, it's not just for us, is it? It's a legacy gemstone, one that we're going to pass on to future generations, and that's an inconceivable price point.
It is. I mean, when you think of how far that's going to go, I mean, for me, I would be getting that strand, and for me, it would be, I'd be interspersing it with pearls. I'd use it as a space ring between pearls, so it's going to go a long way. The ring, the amethyst one in the DVD.
Did you say Tanzanite spacer beads?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But at that price, you can afford to use them as spacers. But imagine that. But 5 in a ring, and that's it for me. 5 of those in a ring. You've made that money back. You've got your money back. And
yeah,
the rest 100%. Of it is great.
It is going to sell out. Well done. Okay, moving on, because I've got number box. Oh, yes. Now, with your high-end gemstones like your Tanzanite, you want some high-end findings, don't you? Absolutely. So, let's bring you sterling silver, crimp beads. Finishing touches, Jan. Makes all the difference, doesn't it?
The finish to a piece is, I mean, you can't stress how important it is, the quality of the finish of a piece of jewellery. Because when you're selling your jewellery, people will pick it up and look at the clasp, they'll look at the way it's finished. Yeah, really important. So to have things like this in your stash is paramount, really.
Absolutely, and they're so easy as well, aren't they? Just to cover up maybe a little knot that you might have of your monofilament or your beading thread, and you just get that perfect circular.
You get that really neat professional finish, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Piece of jewellery.
You do, and you just literally push them together. If I hold one of them up, they're like little Pac-Men. That's the best way of I can think of describing them. They're like. With the mouth open, like little Pac-Men individually. So if you've never seen one of our crimp beads before, I know that lots of our existing jewellery makers will have done, but if I try and hold it up like so, it's like a C. And to actually close it over a knot or over maybe some glue, whichever it is, can I hold that properly? There we go. Oops. And you're not meant to use tweezers to actually secure these, but I'll try as best to demonstrate just how you fold it over. There they all are, 100 pieces in total, and I'm not using the right tool, but just simply push them together like so, and they finish that. Oops, I just sorry, Wes. Ba-ding! Across the studio there. Sorry about that.
That's all right. But yours wouldn't do that because you'd have something inside it, wouldn't you?
Exactly, yours wouldn't, because it'd be gripping onto something, and I'm just doing it on live television, and that's standard for me. I always end up catapulting things at Wes. He's used to it now. Yeah, beautiful sterling silver here. But so they're great alternatives to spacer beads as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, exactly that. I mean, you can close them and use them as spacer beads. Sometimes if I'm doing a sterling silver wire project and I just want a finish, or I've got maybe a little bit of wire that hasn't just sort of tucked in properly, or I'm not happy about, I just put one of those over it, and it just adds that element.
It does.
Yeah, beautiful.
And all that sparkle and lustre that you get. Finishing touches. Well done to every single one of you. These are 4mm, so they're certainly substantial enough to actually hide any ends, I suppose, or details or functional parts of your jewellery. The construction part. Instantaneously, we've got multi-bias, and I'm not surprised by that. Coming your way at £12.95. Now, you can see, if I scoop all of this, well, as much as I can fit onto the scoop, and I can't fit them all in, you can see just how much sterling silver there is there. I mean, this is a rare, precious commodity that has to be mined, has to be sourced, has to be polished, has to be shaped as well. You can see how substantial that gram weight is on the graphics below, over 4 grams. Do you know the average gram weight of a ring is 1.5? 1.5 grams is the average, or it certainly was last time I checked. So don't take that as mustard, it's just like last time I checked it was 1.5 grams. You've got well over that here, so it is substantial. Precious metal, £12.95 only. And if you're going to start, if you're selling your high-end gemstones, I think it would be to the detriment of the gemstone itself if you don't use your precious metals. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, for me, to use the precious metal and the beautiful findings that we had earlier as well. I mean, when you're using like Tanzanite and you're using pearls, and for me, I've got to use precious metal with them.
Yeah, I agree.
And to finish off that piece, you need pieces like this. And
You
again,
do.
yeah, just that finishing touch, that professional touch to it.
It really does. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you think, well, I can just use sterling silver findings, but then if you don't, because we do have to be careful of trading standards, and rightly so. We wouldn't want to mislead anybody, would we? You can't then mix the metals up.
No.
You couldn't use some sterling silver and some of your base metals at all. Fabulous. Leave that with you. Well done to you. Congratulations. Box number what? Number 12. I've only got 63 of these available. I wish I had more, but there's only 63. These are your crimp beads. In sterling silver as well. So again, this is the functional pieces. They can be used as details also because they are beautiful. And Jan, can you just talk us through what a crimp bead is used for?
Well, a crimp bead is used as a mechanic, really. If you're making a necklace, the beading thread will go through through the crimp bead, through a clasp, and then back through. I'm just trying to think, actually, have I used beading thread?
Oh, you've read our minds. That's what Claire and I were just literally going to ask you.
I have, but because I've used the crimp covers, you can't actually
see them. So the first part, the first sterling silver, the crimp covers that we've just brought you, and what we're bringing you right now, you won't actually see these. They're hidden under. They're hidden under what Jan is pointing out right now.
But I can talk you through it. So the beading thread would have gone this way through.
Yeah.
Gone through the clasp. You can just see the beading thread going through the clasp there.
Yeah.
Back around and back through the crimp. So the beading thread passes through the crimp twice. You then squish that down, and that in effect will grip both of the pieces of the beading thread together. So that's the mechanic that holds it all together. And then I've popped on one of the crimp covers that you had just a second ago, and that covers that and just makes the professional finish. So for me, the crimp bead is the mechanic that holds it together. The crimp cover is then the thing that finishes it off and gives you that professional finish.
But it's consistent precious metal all the way through. Now we're going to have to bring the price in because you're going nuts for this, and I'm not surprised. We've got less than 100 of these available. $5.95.
Wow.
$5.95 for all of that silver that you're getting within your 100 pieces, and you only need 2 to finish a bracelet off.
2 to sort of make a necklace or a bracelet, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
But you can add it as details as well on your zari thread, just to have a few of those at the front of a bracelet.
I was going to say, I love these just threaded, just a couple threaded onto a very fine, one of your featherweight head pins. Yeah. Just
Brilliant.
Gorgeous, aren't they? Lovely feature. They work as sort of kind of spacer beads.
Yeah, and sometimes I've used them on rings as well. The ring that we looked at earlier with the Eslon thread on, rather than do the macrame on it, put a few of the crimp beads on.
Why not? Why not? I mean, they're polished, they're beautifully
yeah.
finished, aren't they? And because they're going to get hidden, crimp beads, you would think that many manufacturers would bring them and not polish them. Not us here at Jewellery Maker. Need to move on because we have got, oh, is it this lace? It's brand new. You've not seen it previously before. My gosh, there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of it. Great for your textiles. Fabulous. I'm thinking as well, when I was in school, I did textiles and I did art, and this would have been perfect for really adding to your pieces. We've got a big quantity of these, bringing the graphics in straight away. Lace, we saw on a wall of fame a wonderful lace piece as well, didn't we? So very Victorian, I suppose, very 90s as well. Can you remember in the 90s? I certainly was, where you wear those choker necklaces. They're back in fashion now, believe it or not. Yeah, beautiful and really feminine. I'd love to see these sewn onto a white dress, maybe. Yeah. It's never been on your screens previously before. If I just lay one length across the back of my hand so you can actually see the detail, and then obviously you've got all of this within it. Fabulous detail. You can sew onto your lace easily. You can cut them if you wanted to create maybe. Oh, I'm just thinking one pearl wrapped. Yeah. This wrapped around a pearl.
I had something similar in a white, in a similar sort of bundle of lace. And did exactly that. I cut all the little daisy flowers individually and attached them to a tiara base and made a headdress with them.
That's a really nice idea.
And put pearls in the middle of them, and they look stunning. But like you say, for a monochrome wedding, white bridal dress with that sort of sewn onto it, a big sort of band of it around the middle.
Really lovely,
yeah, down the back,
around the waistline. And I love, when I'm at home, you get in your comfies, or I do anyway. As soon as I walk through the door, get in my comfies. And if my other half's watching right now, he'll be laughing because it's a bit of a joke in our house. But yeah, you just whack your hair up. It's out the way, and you can get on with your day, can't you? And you know, the messy bun's quite fashionable right now. I'd love to see this sort of incorporated into sort of hairstyles. Yeah. Little girls, you could wrap this around ponytails, couldn't you? Just gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, I'm probably a bit long in the tooth for this, but gorgeous colours.
Because all you need to
detail, rather, that's what I meant.
You could have some of that and then a bit of elastic at the back, just to put it on, and
so it's comfortable as well. It's not going to dig into your head. And all of this, there's meters of it, 10 meters in total, so it's going to go such a long way. Use it for your decorations. I can imagine. I have a black and white Christmas tree. I think this would be fabulous as an alternative to tinsel. Yeah. You know, just laid across the actual Christmas tree, that would really work. So I love working fabrics into the Christmas tree as well. I've got feathers on my tree this year. So yeah, using the little daisies as kind of like a tinsel draped around the tree. Use it to wrap around candles, pillar candles would be gorgeous. I mean, it's just endless. We should be bringing this to you at $8.95. You would pay more than £1 a metre in a haberdashery. I'm trying to find the end because there's so much of it here. So for 1 metre length, there we go. You would pay more than £1 for that, wouldn't you? Yeah. For lace, easily, well and truly over £1.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, we're not $8.95 today. Brand new, not been on your screens previously before. I adore the fact that it is black, so it's going to complement so much within your stash already. Not $8.95 today. I like touching it. $5.95. Wow. Less than 60 pence per metre.
That's crazy. And the quality of it is brilliant because you can cut it and not worry about it fraying or anything. It's just, the quality is brilliant.
I love the idea that they are that perfect size that you could take maybe an 8mm round gemstone and maybe with some, I don't know, hypo cement glue.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like wrap it round so it's a little lacy cover for your gemstones. Do you see what I mean?
Or you could do that on a few of them and then just make a choker with it.
Yeah.
That would look
gorgeous.
Great as well.
You could soutache onto this, you could sew onto this, you could just leave it as is, just maybe thread, actually put some elastic, you could wire work into this, you could incorporate it with your zari thread. I don't know, I think there's more that there's less that you can't do with it than what you can do with it.
It is. I mean, it's your imagination, isn't it? As far as your imagination can go, you could use it. I mean, in your home decor, it'd be brilliant. You could sew it onto cushions. Yeah. I just think it's really, really pretty.
What I love at the moment, you know, crafts is huge, isn't it? Youngsters are knitting and crocheting, and a lot of youngsters that we know and love are all doing jewellery making now. So very much, you know, your Kath Kitson and what's her name, the lady off Location. She's got her own show. Kirsty Althorpe, that's it. Althorpe, yeah. I mean, there's a lot about baking. Yeah. It's fashionable now, isn't it? It's really fashionable to make make things, personalise things, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So if you're thinking, oh well, my little girl or my little boy is very, or it doesn't have to be little, is very creative, I'm sure they'll think of a fabulous way of working this into something. Christmas holiday is around the corner. We have got a text message. Really need 925 head and eye pins, please. Are there any in the show? Yes. Let's bring you some now. Let's bring you some now. Box number 4 from 9 o'clock. Oh, I haven't. From 8 o'clock. Oh, yes. Is it the one with the pearls? And you get glue. E6000 glue, so it's that precision glue. So very, very, very secure.
E6000 does pretty much anything, doesn't it?
Does anything, doesn't it?
Pretty
so you can use it with your ribbon that you've just seen.
Yeah, yeah.
Use it with your gemstones.
I used a little bit on the end of the zari thread so I could thread it through the beads easily.
Top tip.
Yeah.
Top tip so it doesn't fray.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Comes with your glue. Also comes with all of your head pins and eye pins. So for the anonymous customer that messaged in, here we go. You can make your own earrings with these. Now they are the yellow gold, sterling silver, so yellow gold overlay on your sterling silver, and they are sizable eye pins too. What's the difference between a head pin and an eye pin?
Well, the head pin, you've got the little sort of ball section on the end, so that gives a finish. So if you're adding a pearl to that, you've got the pearl, you've got that lovely little dot of the gold at the bottom of that. The eye pin, you've got a loop on it, so it gives you the option then to sort of hang something from that, to dangle something from that, or to make it into a rosary link if you want to as well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It gives you options, doesn't it?
So these are functional. By the way, my Claire is saying, Director Claire is saying, can you hear Claire? Because everything that you're saying, she's just said just then. You know, these you can hang something from,
right.
You can link
on
onto as well. Yeah, these are, with your head pins, they are functional, aren't they? But beautiful at the same time. Yeah, without shadow of a doubt. Yeah, and your E6000 and all of these gorgeous pearls. Now, these are not your usual half-drilled pearls. These are actually more of a rice pearl shape. Can you see? They're a little bit more oval-like, so they are going to sit beautifully in the ear. Jan, I haven't seen this shape before, have you?
I'm just trying to look.
Oops. I keep pinging things today.
Not
I want to hold one of them because they're a rice bead shape.
I've not seen them, I don't think, in the half drilled.
No. So can you see they're half drilled there? So there's the actual drill hole in the end. On the other side, obviously, not all the way through. Oopsie. Not all the way through, so they're not going to distort or damage the surface of the pearl.
So the easy way of getting just a simple... so there you can make earrings, couldn't you? So straight away you've got the head pin, the eye pin, sorry. So what you could do is cut that down, glue in that section then to the pearl. So you've got your pearl dropper there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got your pearl with your little loop on the top. And with the head pin, make your earring finding. And there's your earring.
Yeah. Cut that down if you wanted to. 925 stamp.
Yeah, cut it down so that maybe that's right up to the loop. Keep the section you cut off and you can use that for rosary links or other sections. And you've got beautiful pairs of earrings, yeah. Beautiful
pairs of earrings. Now, how many do we get of our cultured pearls? Because you've got various different sizes. Sorry, went quiet. I thought I was going to sneeze then, but I didn't. I thought I was going to have a sudden sneeze like yesterday. Poor Claire. I like to keep her on her toes. Yeah, you've got different sizes and shapes. So how many have we got in total? 20 pairs. So some are 5. You've got 10 pairs in total. Sorry, 10 pairs in total. You've got various different sizes though. 6mm to your 7mm. All different sizes, all different shapes. So I would be thinking, I love those elongated ones. The ones I was just holding up just as drop pearl earrings. Do you think, Jan?
Yeah. And that's it. That's what I would be doing. I'd be using one of the eye pins to make the little section to hang the pearl from, And then the other one, you could turn that into the earring finding.
Yeah.
And you've got the loop there ready to hang
Make
that
the
from.
shepherd hook
so
itself.
you've got the complete lot in that one little bundle.
100%, I totally concur. Should be £33.70 for the glue, for your precious metal head eye pins, for all of the wonderful cultured pearls in those different sizes, as you can see. So you can make pendants, you can make earrings. £19.95. So that's a big reduction. That's that's over a third off. That's £1.99 per pair of pearls. £1 per pearl. Without your sterling silver. Without your glue. I mean, what would you sell one pair of earrings for? Pearl earrings for, Jan?
Start at £20. They have to start at £20.
I totally agree. And they probably take you, what, minutes?
Minutes to make. Because you're literally snipping down that silver eye pin, putting a dab of glue on the end, putting it into the pearl, letting that dry, attaching it to the earring finding, and you're done.
And you are literally done within seconds.
I would do that. I would just sit down, I would do the whole lot of them, let them dry, and that's it.
I'm sure Jan is of the same sentiment as most of our guest designers are when they say that earrings are your pocket money. They're your bread and butter, aren't they?
They are. I mean, where I sell, I always like to make sure that I've got a good selection of earrings, because they're the sort of thing that if people are looking for a gift, you know, people don't know what ring size people are or wrist size. So a pair of earrings is, you know, if you know someone's got their ears pierced, it's a safe bet, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Got to move on. Well done. You've got over a third off that price tag, so well done for confirming nice and early. We've got much more to bring you though. Box number. So what did you say, Kim? Oh, I love these. It's like gunmetal grey, and they're huge. These are some of the biggest of the gemstone rounds that we bring you in the tubes, basically. 420 carats. You can feel the weight straight away, so there is a different, you can obviously tell, for those of you that have had the tubes and you've seen the spacer beads and you've seen the gemstone, the hematite, you can really feel how substantial they are. It is a genuine gemstone hematite, totally and utterly natural. It brings you gorgeous amounts of luster and sheen. What you'll notice as well is just how substantial those drill holes are. So if you're thinking about, if you love working with leather, or your satin cord, or your hemp cord, or your wax cord, for example, they'll all go through there with
the
ease.
lace.
Yeah, with the lace, that would be fabulous, wouldn't they? I totally agree. And why not? Because the lace was what, $5.95? $5.95 for 10 metres of all that lace? Yeah, that would work wonderfully. Would you sew it on?
Yeah, I'd probably sew them on. Yeah, I mean, you could just have one of those little flowers, just a little cluster of those beads in the centre of it. Perfect.
Amazing.
Lovely, yeah.
Just beautiful. Yeah, and they're gemstones, but they can be used as spacer beads. I mean, I love hematite in very plain pieces, like restranded onto a stretchy bracelet, maybe, because you can support them, the elastic through it. On a stretchy bracelet, there's one simple charm suspended. There's a perfect charm bracelet.
Sorted, isn't it? I mean, and again, you can macrame with it, kumihimo with it, put it in your wirework pieces. You do pretty much anything with that.
Anything,
yeah,
absolutely anything. I bet, having done my own jewellery craft fairs, etc. When I had my jewellery business, I bet that these on elastic, if you made, I don't know, 10 or 20 of them and put them at the front of your stall and sold them at maybe, what do you think, £5–10? £5 to £10, say. If you sold them at that, let's say a £5 to be conservative, they would fly. Because, I mean, it's you could stack them up. Oopsie, you can layer them up wonderfully. They're going to be tactile. I'd probably never ever take them off. Obviously, I have to when I come into work. But yeah, that feel, it's genuine gemstones. Hematite is a durable gem, so it really would be perfect for bracelets.
I mean, if you had a strand of those as a bracelet and maybe one of the lava kites in the centre of it,
lovely.
Something like that would look stunning, wouldn't
Taken
it?
seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Genuine gemstones.
Yeah. Finished piece of jewellery.
Surely, £5 long, they'd fly.
Yeah.
£5, they'd fly off the store, wouldn't they?
And again, those tubes are really deceptive, aren't they? So you're going to get loads in there.
Yeah, I mean, you'd make multiple bracelets out of this one tube, wouldn't you? Yeah, 4mm round, love it. And the fact that you can support pretty much any threading material, lots of you there. Hello to you, Staffordshire, Belinda, Tracy, Bridgend, Heather, Somerset, Paula. Hello to you, Tracy, Christine in Yorkshire. Now, we've got a substantial quantity this Sunday for this tube, so grab them whilst you can. We should be bringing them to you at £9.95. Yeah, 420 20 carats of genuine gemstones and hematite. Hematite is very cool, it's weighty, which I love that. The weight and the substance behind it. It's recognised very much globally. Should be $9.95. But we've got a big quantity. Kim's like, oh, she went, this is her exact tone. Here we go today. When you say it like that, Kim,
Ooh.
that's why she went up at the end of her sentence. Today, though. How many have we got, Kimbo? Because we're going to need them. We had 300. I mean, that's an added to your order price point, isn't it?
It's got to be, hasn't it? Really? And again, it's a staple for your stash, and you're always going to use it. You're always going to find uses for it.
Labradite.
It's going to go with pretty much anything. It's like a black gemstone, isn't it? It will go with anything. This is going to go with it, but you're going to get that softer effect, maybe.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, it's
on its own.
It can be quite masculine as well. So if you look at men's
absolutely,
jewellery,
gents jewellery.
Yeah. Put it with some rose quartz and it's going to look really pretty, isn't it?
Oh,
it's going to be
yeah,
really soft
that grey with the rose quartz would be fabulous, wouldn't it?
So you can change it around, can't you?
I'd like to see an ankle bracelet in these as well. I bet that would be lovely as an ankle bracelet. I want to get these now because I want to make lots and lots and lots of stretchy bracelets. Lots of stretchy bracelets and just attach charms to them because the silver is going to go wonderfully with the silver charms that you can buy and build up over the years. So many of you there, many of you choosing to multi-buy. Hello Wendy, Lorraine, Northamptonshire, Julie, Sharon. Hello to you Janice, Sheila, Denise, Brenda, Diana. Hello to you London. I can't keep up with the names physically, but they're deceptive. They're going to go a long way. I mean, you can see the diameter. If I hold it like so, you can see the actual diameter of the tube. And they're 4mm round, so they're just going to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That's a lot of stretchy bracelets. And I'm just saying stretchy bracelets because that's what I fancy doing with them. And I'm quite a simple jewellery maker. But I think I love when you've got quality gemstones like this. I think leave it simple. I mean, if you're probably way more creative and way more talented than I am at jewellery making, and you could probably sew and incorporate so much with it. You could.
But it's a sort of gemstone that if you want to do that and make it more elaborate, then brilliant. It fits in with that sort of style and technique, doesn't it? But like you say, if you want to keep it simple, it does all the talking for itself, doesn't it?
It does. It's still obviously a beautifully elegant piece of jewellery.
So it will be a partner to another gemstone quite easily, but it can stand on its own.
I totally agree. And we were saying only yesterday, actually, talking about hematite, we was talking about how if you go on holiday or certain locations around the world, hematite tends to be a gemstone that is often retailed, sold out there to the tourists. You do have to be careful where you're sourcing it from because there is actually an imposter hematite, I suppose. So you do need to buy from an ethical source. Tons of you there. Well done. Do stay on those phone lines. We had over 300. I would suggest checking out them as soon as you possibly can to avoid missing out. If you're watching on the repeats, incredible, no problem. You should be okay with this. £9.95 is its ordinary price point this morning at £6.95. Okay, moving on to. I love these, and they're the first thing that jumped out at me when I was looking at this morning's show. Claire was saying they really catch the light. When she was actually recording these, you can really see that flat surface because pyrite is one of the most lustrous of your gemstones, but then tiny amounts of facets, and really it's not facets, it's shapes. It's in a cube. Look at the sparkle. You can see from there, can't you? Pyrite cubes, but they're a gorgeous size cube. Have we got big quantity of these, Kim? That's amazing, because I'm thinking these are like your cube spacer beads. These are like the tube we've just brought you there in a obviously different shape. I've not seen squares before.
They're beautiful, aren't they? And like you say, the sparkle from them is just immense, isn't it? Oh.
I think these are going to sell out. Even though we've got just under 500, I think they're going to sell out. Just because we don't see cubes very often. A little bit more contemporary. Again, I'd love these on, and you could easily do this with your elastic. I'd love to see these just threaded, stretchy bracelet. Yeah. Him and her.
Yeah, you could do that. Like you say, they could be because male or female. I love pyrite, and to get them in the squares, like you say, it gives it a real contemporary feel. Great in earrings, just a few in earrings would look great. Great on a tassel necklace as well, because they'll move around and you've got that facets to sort of catch the light. They're beautiful.
I'm not going to get bored of doing that. I know I'm rocking my hand back and forth because I love the way the light literally, it's like liquid, isn't it? Gliding across the surface of the gemstone, really sparkly. And to me, when I look at this, and if I picture it sort of restranded in a 360-degree necklace, I would look at that and think, oh gosh, look at that vintage gold. Because it does look like vintage gold, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it'd look great in sort of like your vintage pieces, wouldn't it? With pearls, it would look great with pearls. With sort of rose quartz, sort of some of the softer gemstones, it would look lovely. But then if you've got some stronger colours like the black with it, it'd look gorgeous as well.
Stood up on head pins maybe to be like in a big splay design,
cool.
so actually have the cubes itself. Stood
really
proud.
lovely.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
I absolutely love the size. I love everything about them. The fact that they are a simple shape. This would be classed as a shape rather than a cut. The smoothness, all of that luster. The fact that you've got that very vintage gold. The perfect size in my eyes. The 3mm round. Anything bigger really would then mean it's kind of eliminate to me, and it is all personal choice. But to me, that would be eliminating the opportunities of maybe using them in your bridal head pins or your tiaras or your fascinators and things like that. It'd be eliminating the opportunities. I just think it's that perfect size. They're one of the most versatile sizes as well. They're going to butt up next to each other wonderfully, so they can be sort of like little ducks in a row, and that liquid luster that glides across. Just beautiful. Tons of you there. We did have just under 500 of these. This is one of my favourite strands of the entire show. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, because I think there's so much that it would go with. It's going to go amazing with the golden obsidian, which is coming up a little bit later on. Wouldn't it go incredible with the Tanzanite that we brought you just? Yeah, 100%. There's nothing that I can think of that won't go with pyrite or stands alone on its own. How about the pink gemstone collection? That would look fascinating, because these are faceted rondelles. Look.
That looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Really beautiful. It's the perfect combination of sizes, aren't they? These are coming up a little bit later on in the show. This is one of my favourites. Should be... Are you serious? How are these should be $5.95? I'm actually speechless. I don't think I've ever done a $3.95 gemstone strand before. I don't think I have, Kim. Oh no, we did tubes yesterday. $3.95. We had just under 500. And Kim's words, if these do not sell out, I will eat my hat. Kim, if these don't sell out, I'll stand it on my head in the studio. What will you do, Jan? We've got 100 in baskets so far.
I'll do another impression.
You'll do another impression?
Another impression, yeah.
You'll do another Tupperware impression?
Yeah, I didn't enjoy doing the other one, so I'm quite confident that I won't have to do it, because if they don't sell out...
Okay. What will you do, Wes? If these don't sell out, what will you do? $3.95?
I'll leave.
Oh. Well, we do want that to... Yeah, he says, I give in, I'll leave.
That's how confident he is, though.
Are you picturing this as well at home, jewellery makers? Kim's chomping on a hat. I'm stood on my head doing a handstand, so all you can see is my feet. Jan's doing a Tupperware impression. Well, he's out of here, he's gone. What about you, Claire? What are you doing? She will do... How about you will do... what do they call it with interpretive dance? To explain the situation. That's ridiculous. This is one of my favourite strands of the entire show. I love it. They're like liquid gold. You can imagine, can't you? Having been to one of our jewellery manufacturers where we did see the bars of gold and the weight, and it was a bar sort of that size. The weight, you think, my goodness, it's really, really weighty. But when they melt it down and you see that gorgeous liquid Oh, it's fabulous. It's such an amazing, amazing sight. And the light catches every single swirl, I suppose, would be the best way of describing it. I just wanted to put my hand in it, but obviously I can't put my hand in it. But yeah, you got that performance of light across the surface of pyrite. Now, we physically can't keep up with the actual quantity. We're going to have to remove the quantity. How many have we got left, Kim? Less than 200. So we still have got, there's a potential that we still might be interpretive dance for Claire, you might be chomping on a hat, Wes might be going, I might be doing a handstand, and Jam might be doing her Tupperware impression. Not Tupperware, sorry, her plastic box impression. Yeah, so stay tuned at 10 to 12. If these haven't sold out, that's what we're all doing. That's what we're all doing. Loads of you checking out, and loads of you multi-buying. Christine's bought 5, Michelle's bought 2, Gillian's bought 2, Noreen's bought 3, Carol's bought 3. Well done to you, Dorothy. Lucinda's bought 3. Well done to you. Merseyside, you're there as well. I need to move on because I am running out of time, but well done to every single one of you. Okay, box number 2. Oh, I love these. With your box. Smoky quartz. Comes in your wonderful box with the 6 different compartments and, of course, your clasp. So it's a quality box. It's not one of those flimsy ones, you know, that you can squish and it folds away. Oh, look at this.
Oh, they're pretty, aren't they?
Clear quartz, 6 strands. You've got large, large, large nuggets, smoky quartz chips. Then let's bring in, how's that, some clear quartz chips. Oh, these are beautiful. I love that. Then we've got some more smoky quartz in some ovals drilled through the centre. Lovely clarity, aren't they? Beautiful clarity. Then we've got some more of your clear quartz in your nuggets. Now these are more top drilled. So different shapes and also different drill holes. So you can suspend some, you can actually elevate some. Fabulous. We've also got more smoky quartz in your chips, but big, slightly bigger size. Look at all those gorgeous gemstones. Gorgeous gemstones, amazing, amazing liquid clarity, and of course the storage box that comes alongside with it as well. This is yesterday we had, which was it yesterday that we had in the 6-strand boxes, and they are some of our most requested items that we bring here at Jewellery Maker. Yesterday, what was the gemstones, Kim, that we had? Sodalite that we had yesterday, and they absolutely flew, because you think about how much you would pay for the storage box alone or the gemstones individually, and you know that's an amazing deal. Wait till you see what Kim is bringing this to you at this morning. 0800 644 655 is the number to call. It says 6 strands, but actually you've got double strands in there, 2 of which are your smoky quartz chips, and you've also got your clear quartz chips as well, which is double strand as well, so they're going to go a long way. Stash essentials, Jan?
Oh, definitely. I mean, smoky quartz, excuse me, smoky quartz is always a good one to have in your stash. For me, if you don't want to use a black gemstone, you want something a bit softer, smoky quartz always does that job.
Yeah, it does. It tones it down.
Go any gemstone you've got in your stash. And the clear, I mean, that beautiful sparkle, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? You just think of bridal with those as well.
You do, don't you?
Bridal tiaras or something really, really pretty. And it makes me think of Linda. The bundle.
Yeah, and she's a classy lady, is our Linda.
But it's the sort of bundle that Linda would
yeah,
go for.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Whenever I look at smoky quartz of this quality, as you can see, amazing clarity. So it's not murky, it's not cloudy at all. Whenever I see smoky quartz of this quality, I think of a champagne diamond or a cognac diamond. Because you'll see that internal fire and brilliance at a fraction of the cost, and of course a very distinctly similar body colour. Now we should be bringing you your storage box and all the genuine gemstones for £25.65. Amazing, incredible deal. You've got multiple carat weights here, substantial sizes and variations of. However, not today. We're all about the savings, of course, in your bundles. These are some of our most popular items, the most requested items. That's half price.
Wow. Gosh.
It is near on 50% off, isn't it? That's £2.16 per strand and the box for free. That's an amazing deal. And I know we were saying it earlier, Jan, but you would expect to pay, you know, a good few pounds for a storage box, which is this solid, which is going to last you indefinitely.
Yeah, for definite. I mean, and for me, I mean, you know, I love my rings and things, and we were talking about the rings earlier. For me, I would look at those and I'd make one ring, one gemstone out of all of those strands, just one. Just pick one gemstone, make a ring, and that's it. You got your money back.
You have got your money back.
So it doesn't sort of, the two don't go together. It's hard for your brain to sort of compute it, really.
And if you've thought, well, hang on a minute, Jan, how do I make a ring out of these shapes? Well, Jan, we brought your DVD earlier on this morning. Have a little look on the website. It was launched only on Thursday. And Jan talks to you about how you can take one gemstone out of a strand and create a beautiful piece of jewellery. And, you know, we're not just saying these things. You actually sell your jewellery, Jan, don't you?
And that's what I do. I mean, I have strands of gemstones, and the odd ones that I've got left, I'll keep in a little box. And then when I've got time, I'll sit down and I'll make rings. Yesterday, I went to stock up the hotel. I sell at a hotel. Yeah. And I took a selection of rings and used our little earrings, ring stands that I bought from JM. They look beautiful in the cabinet. And, you know, I start pricing those from £20 upwards. And, you know, coming up to Christmas, they're going to sell.
Of course they are. Great gift opportunity. £12.95 only. So we are about 50%, aren't we? 50% off. Now, if you had a little bit of a lie-in this Sunday morning, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. We'd have had a lie-in, wouldn't we, crew? If we weren't joining you, we didn't have the privilege of joining you this morning, we'd have all been tucked up in bed. So if you're up and you're at them and the kids are running around, or you've been out and you've done everything and you're back here now and you're all eyes on Jewellery Maker, you might have missed out on this opportunity. Well, let's repeat it for you as well. These are storage boxes with a difference. Now, you get one of the storage boxes that we've just literally featured there with your clear quartz, but also you get two of the double boxes. Now, be prepared for these because they are different. They actually open on both sides. Can you see that? So you can put gemstones or findings or whatever it is on both sides. So if I show it to you like so, and there's two of these available in this bundle. On this side, it's literally your well, you can see more runs there, aren't they? And on the reverse, there's smaller sections on the back, squares and also runs, and they just click together. Perfect for transporting findings or a smaller quantity of your gemstones. Maybe you're going away, excuse me, for the weekend. Maybe a high-end gemstones. One of the attentions to detail that I think is really invaluable with this, which I notice, is the fact that you have got that grip there as well. You have actually got that texture here, so you can actually see the difference all the way through. So you can see where one side ends and the other one actually begins. And also, it's going to stop them, to a certain degree, it's going to stop them tussling over each other too much. Real security with these as well. So you're getting the two of those double boxes and also one of the large boxes that we just featured recently. So you can get a lot of gemstones in our storage boxes. And we were asking the question, and I know it's hard for many to answer, but how many storage boxes have you got, Jan, with when it comes to not just jewellery, it can be everything. We need storage, don't we? And every craft, every hobby.
That's the thing. I mean, and as crafters, we love storage because we accumulate so much sort of gear, really. Yeah. So again, you know, for me, the smaller ones with the two sides, I'd be putting my silver findings in there, and I'd have my sterling silver on one side, and then I'd have my gold plated sterling silver on the other side. And you know, you can just keep all your head pins in one, or your earring findings in the other, and you know then exactly, and you can see through them, so you know exactly what's in there. So you haven't got to go rooting through all your packets and things. Perfect.
Absolutely,
brilliant.
I totally agree. And the fact that you've got the longer lengths is great for your head pins, then you've got the shorter lengths would be great for your findings, your toggles or your jump rings, etc. And you could literally put them into mediums. Maybe you are a jewellery maker that does all the different mediums or multiple of. So for example, you could be thinking, right, well, there's my sterling silver chainmail, there's my copper chainmail, there's some of my gemstones that I want to use with. You can put them into different techniques, etc.
That's what I've got. I mean, I've got boxes, and I've got a box that I keep all my little copper bits and pieces in, and then I've got another box that, like you say, you keep your jump rings in if you're going to do chainmail or something. So, you know, just to get yourself organised.
That's organised. That's the difference, being organised. Yeah. And it is the right grade plastic as well for your polymer clay. It has to be grade to store your polymer clay. Otherwise, it starts eating into the polymer, into the plastic, doesn't it? Now, let's bring that price tag in for you, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Absolutely invaluable. $6.95. You can feel the quality. I know we joke about sort of your plastic storage and how it can distort from certain locations. I do think you get what you pay for with storage and with plastic itself. I know we're talking about, and we seem to get very, very excited about plastic storage. I think myself in particular, but it's because I find it, if you're paying your hard-earned money, you want something to last, don't you? You want something to last.
I mean, it's a storage box, but you want a quality storage box. You want it to last, you know. And you'll be putting into the box, you're going to be putting your precious gemstones, you're going to put your sterling silver. So you want to know that it's protected and it's sort of kept really nice and safe, and they do the job, don't they?
Exactly. Laura in Cheshire said, I need to buy more shelves to accommodate my storage boxes. Oops, lol. You're not alone, Laura. Believe me, you're not. It's one of the things I actually need to do is sort of organise, not just my sort of jewellery making and my gemstones, but organise, you know, things like cocktail sticks that you have in your bottom drawer in the kitchen, things like that. Yeah, that's what I need to. Batteries, yeah, exactly. You always need organise your tools. If you've got like my fella, he's way more organised than I am. But if I go into my garage, there's bits everywhere, and it's these kind of things that I need to sort them out, like your screws and your nails, things like that. Well done, fascinating. Well done to every single one of you. $6.95. I've got to move on. Number what, sorry? Oh, that's over there.
Oh, what do you want?
Can I have the lapis and the turquoise and the tiger's eye? That's the one. Oh, I
was hoping to keep that over there, so.
I know you were hoping to keep hold of this. Can you remember what it was priced at, Jan?
I know it was ridiculous because we were completely shocked.
Can I just, for 1 minute, imagine if we said turquoise, double strand, £5.95. You'd be impressed. You'd be all over it. I know. Our jewellery makers would, thinking, that's an amazing deal, Elle. You'd be on those phone lines. You'd be checking out straight away. And you are, by the way. Don't think that you're not just because I'm saying that. But we recognise an amazing deal. Turquoise is a considered gemstone. It's steeped in history. Tiffany's & Co. invested heavily in this gorgeous gemstone for obvious reasons. Obviously the colouring, different locations it is actually on Earth, but it's a shallow mine gemstone. To have that intensity of colour at $5.95, an amazing deal. You're not just getting that though. You're also getting a double strand of the phenomena gemstone that is your wonderful tiger's eye, golden tiger's eye, with all of that fabulous chatoyancy, all of that wonderful movement that you get in internal gemstones, the tiny inclusions. Tiger's eye, if you it literally looks like that. You can see it almost following the light. Fabulous gemstone and one of my absolute favourites. And then last but by no means least, an absolute favourite of Cleopatra is the perfect Arabian night colour that comes from your lapis lazuli. Intense blues, that's what lapis lazuli aspires to be. Can you believe that you are getting all three for $5.95 this morning? I don't think that's ever been one of those at $5.95, Jan.
Yeah, that would be a great price, wouldn't it?
Right, Kim, again, how many have we got of these? If this doesn't sell out, then I'll be doing that headstand. 160, so way more limited. You know all these things. Where's Jewellery? Do you concur if this doesn't sell out? Are you still going?
Yeah.
Still going, he says. Still going. If this doesn't sell out, he's out of here. He's out of here. Yeah. Claire will be doing her interpretive dance. $5.95. I know, and I get told off. I would get told off by the CEO of our company for saying, "Elle, you keep talking about the price, and you know, I want you to talk about the gemstones." And he's right to say that, and that's how we're trained to talk about the gemstone. But I can't not talk about the price tag. I physically can't talk about just how affordable that this is. Kimbo, where on earth did you get that price from? And how have you made this possible? Surely we're losing money. I mean, we do bring you what we call loss leaders. where we'll bring you gemstones, or we'll bring you findings, or we'll bring you whichever it is, where we'll lose money. As a business, it's great to hopefully grow the Jewellery Maker family, to reward our existing customers. So we do have loss leaders. Is this one of those, Kim? I love the vagueness. It doesn't matter though, does it? It's available for you right now at $5.95. Let's grab it with both hands and absolutely run. Absolutely run. There are tons and tons and tons of you on the phone lines. They're almost a metre length. Your lapis lazuli is 84 centimetres. Your tiger's eye is 84 centimetres. You've got 17 by 5 millimetre to 5 by 3 millimetre turquoise nuggets as well. I'd be happy to invest more than $5.95 for just one of those gemstone strands, because they're all double. So really, you're getting 6 strands at less than £1 each. Have we still got quantity of these, Kimbo? Not many. Good, because I'm not very athletic and I don't really fancy standing on my head, but I will do. And to be honest, Kim said I'd rather wear a hat rather than eat it, but she'll do it because that's ridiculous. Well done to you, Agnes, Sandra, Linda, Heather, Maureen and Tony. Hello to you, Tina. Hello to you, Yorkshire, Teresa, Sally, Christine. Hello to you, Carol. Hello to you, Lanarkshire. You're with us as well. I can't physically keep up with the names. Don't leave those in your basket. You don't see turquoise every single day, Jan, do you?
No, they're absolutely beautiful. And together, imagine a piece together with all of them in.
All of those.
Stunning.
Oh, I haven't done my twist. Can I do my twist? I know we're running out of time because we have got more to bring you, but I have to do this twist.
Yeah, look at them together.
With gold-plated findings. Yeah. Oh, look.
That's beautiful.
Gold spacer beads that we brought you earlier on today.
Just dot those in and out of that.
$5.95.
Crazy.
That's incredible, isn't it? And your outlay has been minimal. Just restrand those, loop them together.
Job done.
Bit of wire. Anybody could do that. Or just leave them 360 degrees and create that layered look.
Yeah.
Multifunctional then, $5.95. It's an amazing deal. Well done to every single one of you. Now, we mentioned earlier on, and yesterday it was an entire sellout, your own slice of prehistoric history, this gorgeous gemstone, which is, if you like, a snapshot of years gone by. This is the gemstone, which is coming up in a few moments' time. It is a perfect example of your wonderful amber, this gemstone which is so sought after and recognised the world over. All of those tiny, tiny inclusions, that's what adds the value, and that's what certainly adds the interest. It's up after this.
Come and join Jewellery Maker for a customer exclusive party. Enjoy a festive buffet, meet the team, tour the studios and shop for gifts with exclusive offers from Jewellery Maker. Our guest designers will be showing demonstrations as well as giving you advice and inspiration. The afternoon will be filled with Christmas spirit, lots of fun, a few surprises and a present from under the Christmas tree. It's going to be a cracker, so make sure you book with us today so you don't miss out. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from Jewellery Maker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the Jewellery Maker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on Jewellery Maker. Simply search Jewellery Maker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at Jewellery Maker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on Jewellery Maker.
On Monday, the 23rd of November, Jewellery Maker will be having essential maintenance work on our systems throughout the morning. Due to this, we'll only be able to sell limited items and you will only be able to purchase by speaking to our customer service team. We hope to update our systems as quickly as possible so normal service can resume. We thank you in advance for your understanding and patience.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, deliberately, we've brought the graphics in instantaneously and we've brought a really up-close and personal shot of your amber cabochon. Every single one will be as unique as you and I. Of course, this organic gemstone, which means that it's formed by a living organism. All of those tiny, tiny, tiny inclusions come from plants, come from insects, come from flowers, come from frogs, and whatever what was around at that present moment in time, which was encapsulated by the tree sap. But fascinatingly enough, amber is not just tree sap, and I think that it's underestimated by those who aren't familiar with how this gemstone really actually forms. Because it has to withstand and go against Mother Nature herself. And what I mean by that, the whole biological process, the fact that, you're born or plants actually form and grow and then obviously die and then decay and then break down into a living, into minerals, etc. Then it's a circle of life, isn't it? It's without getting too technical, but it's that circle of life. Well, amber actually withstands that, withstands heats, pressures, intensities, fires. Mother Nature herself, it actually defies that whole process and continues throughout the however many years, millions upon millions upon millions of years. Now, I have only 200 available this morning, and unfortunately, I know that's going to be an entire sellout. We've put the graphics instantaneously on your screens. Those of you that are shopping with us on the phone lines, be there. It's a free phone telephone number, ready to press your option 1, because believe me, this is not going to be any different to yesterday. We've got a big captive audience this time of day, especially on the weekend. We had many multi-buying yesterday, thinking that you could use this with so many different mediums. If you're not an established jewelry maker like myself, then I would be buying this and then taking it to a jeweler's local to me, where they can finish off a complete piece, maybe just simply attach it to a bail and you've got a piece of a wonderful amber pendant instantaneously. Every single time that I bring amber, whether it's here at Jewellery Maker, whether it's on our sister channels, tends to be showcases, and they tend to be more semi-annual than anything else. They always sell out. I've been trying to get one specific pendant for 3 years and I still haven't been successful. Viv in Cheshire, hi Eleanor and Jan. I received my amber cabochon yesterday and the quality and colours is fantastic, and that's Viv in Stockport, isn't it? Amazing quality. You've got that wonderful, beautiful amber caramel tone, all of the inclusions, and the more inclusions you have within amber, the more valuable the amber is. So it's actually adding to the interest of this wonderful gemstone. I did say that we were going to have multi-buyers, and we have got multi-buyers here. Northumberland has bought 3, Alison's bought 3, Rachel's bought 2, Essex has bought 2, London has bought 2. Northumberland's just bought 10. I'm not surprised by that at all, because you could buy these, and I don't suggest you do this at all, but it's entirely up to you. You could buy these and sell them on at a profit. I know where we're taking this to, and I fully think that you could sell a cabochon of this size. It's not measured in carat weight, because of course it's an organic gemstone, so similar to your pearl, similar to your amylite. It's the measurements rather than the actual carat weight itself and weight, because this is a gemstone that I find this fascinating, that floats in salt water. That's how it was once upon a time, mind. Now, we've got price comparisons. We've been on a website, one specific website, where there's amber. Where there's amber at how much, Kim? Sorry, there's an amber on one website at how much? Oh, you've got A-ring, £75. Yeah, totally. 100%. In silver, yeah, you've got your precious metal with it. Yeah, 100%. It's a gemstone which, due to flooding which went on during the years of 2004 in the Baltic region, and again, I'm going to assume this is Baltic amber. Baltic amber, which is Poland, which is predominant in the amber world. It can be sourced from different locations. Yesterday's was Baltic as well. 2004, there was flooding in that location, severe flooding, which meant that the world supply of amber reduced by 85%. That's a dramatic decrease in the supply of one specific gemstone. Thankfully, only now, a good decade on, we're recovering in that location, but it does mean that the price point of amber has soared to a level that it was never ever at before, but it is hugely considered now. 15 by 20 millimeter in this perfect cabochon. Amber is often left in a cabochon with that smooth surface rather than faceted, so you can really see it's your window into that prehistoric snapshot of years, millions upon millions of years ago. I love the fact that you've got inclusions literally all the way across. It's not just one area, all the way across. Let's bring that price tag in for you. We should be, my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying this, $9.95 is where we should be. We're matching the price point of amber, which we brought you yesterday. It was a different shape. That was a teardrop. Sold out instantaneously. $7.95. Grab it whilst you can. As one of the most exciting and certainly interesting of gemstones, to be able to get hold of it at this kind of price point is just absolutely astonishing to me. I'd be thinking straight away as a collector, not just a lover of gemstones and a jewellery wearer, I would be thinking straight away, multi-buy Elle. Get a few of these, gift one for your mum. Maybe at a later stage you could have something designed. My mum's got an amber necklace, as have I, but mine's much smaller than my mum's is. Beautiful amounts of interest. Can you believe this, Jan? $7.95 for amber.
That's just, well, the price is amazing, isn't it? I mean, and like you say, for me personally, I'd be multi-buying them.
Yeah,
I'd be multi-buying them, and then with the wire from the next kit, they would go perfectly. I'd be making rings with them.
Because you've got silver wire coming up next.
So that'd be perfect with the amber.
Silver wire coming up next, which would work, I forgot about that, would work wonderfully with this. Incredible. I know that there's one, Hannah Oxbury's been lucky enough to get it, and I don't know how she keeps getting it and I don't, but every time I watch on our sister channels an amber showcase, and I keep a lookout for those showcases all the time, because I love this gemstone. It's actually the one I'm a specialist at, where I have to keep, basically that means here at TGC I have to keep my ear close to the ground to listen out for anything that's going on in the amber industry. So yeah, I keep missing out on amber all the time. I want a pendant, desperately want a pendant, and it sells out every single time. Is this going to be the same, Kimbo? 100%. 100%. Well done, well done. Now, before we go into that kit where we have got silver wire, which will look perfectly for your amber, I'm going to bring you another very exciting opportunity. Now, it's where are they? Ooh, oh yeah. Dan, I can't have the Pearl Queen in the studios and not bring pearls.
Caught a glimpse of them.
Jan, these are going to be. Jan, have you seen these? I know you've seen our Tahitian pearls, but these are going to be some of the most affordable Tahitian pearls. In fact, Kim's just said to me, my producer, I've not taken Tahitian pearls to the price. You are kidding. They are the most affordable Tahitian pearls that I've ever done. If I understand, this time of year, I've got to certainly watch the purse strings. I've got to, monitor your spending, and I'm not too proud to say that. And I think most people are exactly the same. Christmas is an expensive time of year. I'm going to suggest be selfish. Make this your Christmas present to yourself if you can. previously we've brought you Tahitian pearls, amazing sizes, amazing quality, and they've always sold out. Incredible deals. I think they were like £40 each, where we were doing price comparisons where one single Tahitian pearl of a similar size with similar quality would have been at like 500, 600, 700, even 4-figure price tags in many retailers. These are coming your way considerably under £100, and you get 3. Considerably under £100. I'm gonna have to move that. I want to put these in this little dish because I want you to see.
Is that not under £100?
Under £100, but under £100 for 3, not 1.
Wow.
They're still double figure size. You can see 10¼ millimetre.
I think actually this is the size that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why you chose this size?
Because I wasn't able to get the others.
Oh, fair enough.
I probably would have got all you know, the other size that we did as well, but I wasn't lucky enough to.
Missed out. I'm just going to put them all on the back of my hand. These are half drilled, so you use your precision glue, if you like, to secure into sterling. I would go as far as saying, I know not everybody agrees with me. I actually had a message saying, Eleanor, no, not everybody likes gold. And I said, I get that. It's all personal preference. But I love gold, so I would be choosing to maybe buy, I don't know, an old piece of jewellery, a gold piece of jewellery. I've done this certainly before, gone onto one of those auction sites, bought some old jewellery, or if you've got an antique jeweller nearby to you, and then have it recommissioned with a Tahitian culture pearl. This comes from what makes Tahitian pearls the most sought after, the most desired on the planet. Well, it comes from the French Polynesia, firstly. A pearl, or rather the mollusk itself, the famous black lip pearl. You can imagine the inside, the actual mother of pearl detailing inside of the mollusk is actually emulated into the pearl itself. They have to mature for 2 years before they can even start the cultivating process, and the fact that it's very costly because the mollusk is very sensitive. It just that the cultivating itself can often damage them, so it has to be very, very, very highly skilled. And then, of course, they've got to grow and progress to this staggering size. And these are some of the biggest that you could possibly wish for. Yeah, you can get Tahitian pearls elsewhere, but you would certainly expect to be investing in them. This is a perfect size for me for a pair of earrings and a pendant, I truly believe. Or even, I'm thinking straight away, my mum, myself, and my best friend. Or if I'm trying not to be selfish, I'd be like my mum, my sister-in-law, and my best friend. For Tahitian pearls of this quality, amazing. It's an acquisition and an opportunity for you to get at the most affordable price tag, the most affordable time that I've ever seen them. We should apparently be bringing them to you at £99.95. That's working out what, £33 per Tahitian pearl. You won't find that elsewhere. I've certainly not found anywhere near that price tag. They tend to be 3 figures and then some. Today, however, even if you were to buy them and sell them on instantaneously, £79.95 for all 3, not individually. We looked at price tags of 3 figures up. We saw sort of £500–600 for just one single Tahitian pearl. That's working out at £26.65. Jan, what would you sell one Tahitian pearl solitaire for?
Oh, I'd just put it on a silver chain, and you know, you're into 3 figures, way into 3 figures, double, you know, I don't, £150, £160.
Yeah.
To be.
Oh my goodness, that's actually a really good.
Conservative.
Yeah.
But to think that I could get those 3 for that price and still afford to sell them at that price, and still make profit. From a business point of view.
100. Do you know, Debbie was saying she went to the Christmas, Debbie Bulford, who's in the building actually. She was actually telling us the story about, not the story, it's fact. She wrote, you know, Debbie carries her little book where she writes down prices and everything and shows it on air. She was in the Birmingham Christmas market, and there's a store there which apparently is infamous amongst the jewellery makers. And she said, there's one lady there, and you go and you can buy pearls, or you can choose a single pearl, a Tahitian pearl. and they go from the 5mm right the way up to sort of this sort of size. And she said the smaller, gosh, I can't remember what it was, but she said the teeny ones were 3 figures, weren't they? Is Debbie outside? Has Debbie got us on now in the Sunday Experience? I can't remember exactly how much it was. She said it was, wasn't it, £65 for a 6mm, for a 6mm Tahitian pearl, and that's just one. That's just one. Amazing. I'm going to have to move on. Congratulations to every single one of you. For a 10mm, so anything in double figures, like millimetre sizes, you expect elevated price points, especially when they're that uniformed. You've got that beautiful sort of gunmetal aubergine colour, smooth nacre surface, just incredible, absolutely incredible. Well done to every single one of you. We've got multi-buyers there. It's the most affordable that I've ever seen of your Tahitian pearls. Now, we need to bring you some precious metal, don't we? You've just seen amber, you've just seen Tahitian pearls, you've just seen Tanzanite earlier on. This kit will sell out. No if, buts or maybes. It will, won't it, Jan?
It's so beautiful. The gemstones are so beautiful, but with the additions, it's just special.
Now, we are going to start with the wire. Now, 8 metres in total of sterling silver wire. I bet you thought all your Christmases had come at once, Jan.
I did. When I got the little packet with the wire in it, I was just so excited.
I bet.
So excited.
And Tanzanite and pearls.
Yeah.
You were spoilt with this kit, weren't you?
It's such a beautiful, beautiful
kit.
But to add the wire as well is just, it's phenomenal.
All your Christmases coming at once. So you're getting 8 metres. 8 metres of solid sterling silver. You can see the difference. You can see that gorgeous lustre. It's wonderfully malleable. With your high-end gemstones, we always talk about how high-end gemstones, you know, it's only right that they have the high-end findings to go along with the high-end, the precious metals rather. You can see, if I just pop them in my hand, really, that's probably better so you can actually see the actual contrast. You can see just how much precious metal there is in the 4 spools. And are they all the same size? No, 2 different sizes.
I think you've got 4 different sizes.
Oh, hang on a minute. 1mm, 0.8, 0.6 and 0.4 other way round, that way round.
Yeah, perfect gauges.
5 metres of your 0.4. The rest are all 1 metre. So, I mean, you've made lots and lots and lots of pieces here, and you've been, you know, wire heavy as well with the pendant in particular, and you've still got tons left over.
Yeah, still got wire left.
Gorgeous.
It's just brilliant. It's a great bundle of silver. It's great for your stash. If you use silver wire, you know, if you haven't used silver wire before, this is a great one to start with because you've got all those gauges. Yeah. You've got everything you need there.
And it's still precious metal.
And it's and with the gemstones from the kit, you know, coming up, we've got Tanzanite in there, and well, it's just beautiful.
Just gorgeous. And we know it will sell out because unfortunately we're not able to bring it to air every single day. And even when it's on our website individually, they fly. Our stock levels quite literally can't keep up with the demand for our silver wire because you are using your precious metals frequently. The level of jewellery making skills that are out there mean that you and obviously the combination of your wonderful gemstones means that you can really invest in your findings and command those price points or commission those very high-end pieces. Wow, I've just heard what this is going to. For 8 metres of wire, $29.95.
Wow.
All the array of gauges, the perfect selection of gauges, really. You don't need anything else.
You've got everything you need there.
Hang on a second. That's £3.74 for all of that silver. £3.74. £3.74. That's a lot of sterling silver for that price tag, don't you think?
Yeah. But for me, it was the gauges that you've got as well, because you've got all those essential gauges that, you know, you can make rings with them, you can make pendants with them, you can make earrings, you can do whatever you want with those gauges.
That bracelet's beautiful, and you've used a small amount of the wire there, haven't you?
Yeah, just a little section.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me, I don't know why I keep having surprise sneezes come up, and poor Claire, she's like, oh gosh, I keep missing it. Excuse me. Sorry, what were you saying,
It's just
Dan?
a small section of the wire, just with that little sort of S sort of weave on it. and just with a few of the gemstones sort of hanging from it.
So beautiful.
Really
And you've hammered
simple.
that, haven't you, to make it flat?
Just to sort of flatten it down a little bit.
So beautiful. I love this as well, where you've just got a sort of scroll and you've channel set, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's just, you know, just a little simple ring, but really, really pretty.
Needless to say, it's all gone. It is all gone. We will come back to Jan's pieces because the gemstone combination is just unbelievable, and they go hand in hand with one another.
Definitely.
I was not kidding when I said I bet Jan thought all of her Christmases came at once. How many have we got? 56. It's not nearly enough. It's not enough, is it?
No.
Your sterling silver findings come with this. I'm just going to slide this towards me because I want to show you the gemstones over the back of the hand. You've got your sterling silver findings, including the bracelet, your shepherd hooks, 2 of your lobster claws, your crimp beads and your crimp covers, and also your jump rings and your round ball head pins. So I love the ball head pins. I think they're really real quality, aren't they? So all of your different pieces there, and there's what, 40 pieces in our sterling silver findings? Or is it 45? Could be 45. Then all of your wonderful gemstones that you get within. Where do we start, Jan?
Oh, wow. They're all special, aren't they? They're all beautiful. I wouldn't know.
I'm going to leave what I consider, I don't want to say the best till last.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because then that's been insulting to the other gemstones. Okay, I'm starting with moonstone because I had moonstone yesterday. This is wonderful colour. You've got all of that adolescence. It's a double strand of a white-based gemstone. The more milky and crisp that whiteness is, the more valuable your moonstone is. The more adolescence, the more valuable the moonstone is. And you've got all of that wonderful wintry appearance with moonstone. So I absolutely love it. Then you've got, we don't see these every single day, clear quartz rounds, just plain rounds. So that's a combination just there, isn't it? That's like a winter morning.
And the kit name as well, glistening snow. That's it. That's the.
It is, isn't
snow,
it? That's your glistening snow. That is your glistening snow. Oh, where do we go from here? This is a dilemma.
I know. It's
on the basis of the fact that we've brought Tanzanite earlier on, I'm going to do Tanzanite. Oh, controversial. Controversial. Tanzanite's coming up next. Look at the definition of pinks that come through from this strand. All of the pinks coming through from the triachrosm. It's a lovely graduation. They are plain rondelle, so they're not faceted. So if you love that wonderful shine and luster rather than the actual flashy luster, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Then this is the strand for you. So, oh, could it get any better? Can it get any better? Yes. Did you get those Tahitian pearls? Or were you thinking I'd love to, but it's not quite in my budget at the moment? I'm about to bring you black pearls. Black pearls. Not peacock, not grey, not silver. Black. How often do you see black pearls?
Well, we don't, do we? Not very often. I know we've had a few strands, but, you know, they're few and far between, aren't they?
Very few and far between. A black pearl, it's not like a spinel or an agate or a jet. A black pearl will really, really, really show off obviously the black colour, but like a midnight display.
Yeah, yeah. It isn't sort of black, a flat black, is it? It's like it's going to sound. This is going to sound really ridiculous, but you know when you see a magpie and they've got black tail, and they've got those sheens of colour in them.
100%. That's a really good way of describing black pearls. Yeah, totally. Like a magpie's feather, where they reflect, don't they?
They reflect the colours from
Really
them.
amazing way of describing it. I totally agree with that. Or I was sort of thinking, well, you know, like you would picture in a storybook maybe where the moon is shining down maybe onto a city centre and it's capturing and playing with that. It's just lighting up certain parts. Yeah. Your way's way better than mine. But yeah, it's the colours that come through. And we don't see black pearl, Tanzanite, moonstone, round, faceted, sorry, not faceted, plain clear quartz rounds, and all of your beautiful sterling silver findings, hand in hand with the silver wire that you've just seen, hand in hand with the Tahitian pearls. This is a high-end kit. We've got less than 50 of these available. We should be, incredibly, we should be £41.75. Right. This is a boutique kit to me. This is a high-end boutique kit, and I'm sure you all agree. Should be £41.75, not today, $29.95. I'd pay that for the pearls. I'd pay that for the Tanzanite. Would you agree?
Oh, if I could get the one strand, strand of Tanzanite for that price, then you know, because the quality of it is beautiful. And like you say, it sounds wrong to call it a plain rondelle, but it is, but it just lets that gemstone shine, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
The quality, and to have the black pearls in there as well, and the sterling silver as well, that's an amazing, brilliant price.
Just showing one of the pieces, and I love that you've just sort of sewn, sort of weaved, didn't you? The black pearl in and out against the moonstone really works. So beautiful. I love, love, love. My personal favourite, Jan, is that pendant.
But that just shows you again one gemstone. One gemstone. One of the Tanzanite, and then a few of the clear gemstones. But yeah, that's it. That's
what would you sell that for?
Well, I've made a pendant similar to that, which I've sold, and I sold that for £80. So, you know, I think that's quite a reasonable price, considering the amount of sterling silver that's in there, and the work that goes into it. Then, yeah, I mean, that's... I
totally agree. And as a consumer, I would expect handmade jewellery. I I understand it depends where you sell it. I understand if it's at craft fairs, you might not be able to command such a higher price tag. But £80 for a Tanzanite sterling silver, that's realistic, isn't it? Yeah. Without shadow of a doubt. You expect to pay premiums for a handmade tailored suit, don't you?
But it just shows that with the prices that we're doing, you know, it's... I can see those arrows. That can't be right, can it?
You just saw me take a sudden intake of breath then, Jan, didn't you?
That is an amazing price.
We didn't need to do that. It's a limited kit anyway. You've got very high-end gemstones within this as well. I love those earrings. They're beautiful, aren't they? Like little love hearts. What would you sell those for? Surely $24.95 and then some.
Yeah. For definite.
And you've made the money back on your kit without shadow of a doubt. Black pearls, I'd be happy to pay that for the black pearls or the Tanzanite individually. You know that our sterling silver findings packs sell at what? About £15? Yep. About £15 for the actual finding pack alone, without all of the additional gemstones. And it is a double strand of moonstone, just for the benefit of those of you that have just tuned in. A strand of your clear, plain round quartz, Tanzanite rondelles with depth of pinks that are just amazing, and your black pearls as well. And you've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very gem heavy, wire heavy.
I've got sort of gemstones left as well. I've got some Tanzanite left. I've got some wire left. So I could have made another piece of jewellery, a couple of pieces of jewellery actually. It certainly could have made more rings.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. We have still got quantity left, but not huge amount. It's very popular. And well done to those of you that did manage to get hold of the silver. Of course, it's going to be a sellout. Of course it is. I'm going to rearrange these again so you can actually see them beautifully. That pendant, for me, is amazing. So what is it you're going to be, demonstrating?
Show the earrings, actually.
Yeah, love those.
They're two sort of simple techniques. And for people who haven't probably worked with silver wire before, it's an introduction, really, and a way of getting into it. So if we do those ones that you've got your hands on there, the ones on the end, we'll do those first.
Okay.
And to do that, you can use the 1mm or the 0.8 for this, but I've got the 0.8. So I've taken a little section. I'm going to actually measure it because I'm not good with measuring.
Are you doing these ones or the black pearl ones?
Those ones.
Right.
To start with, if that's okay.
Yeah.
For each one, I've got about 4 inches of wire. So I've got a little length of the wire. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take some round nose pliers, and we're going to sort of put the round nose pliers in the middle, and we're going to bend that. So we're making that little loop section there. What we're going to do then is tie in the gemstones into this section. So all you need to do is just close that up a little bit, and then decide which of the Tanzanites you're going to use, and then just sort of try that really there, just to see that that's going to sit nicely into that little space. Okay. Take some of the 0.4, and you can open these out at this point a little bit. Just wrap the 0.4, leave yourself a little bit of a tail so you can hold on to it. I always find it's easier just to leave a little tail. Wrap it around a couple of times there.
And you're just pushing it down with your fingernail?
Just pushing it down so you've got a nice neat wrap. Add on the Tanzanite, if I can see where the drill hole is. There we go. Okay, and now what we're looking at doing is sitting that in between there. So we're sort of setting that between those.
So kind of like channel setting?
Yeah. So push that down to the bottom and sit it just there. So now what we're going to do is wrap around, over and under once there. Okay, and then back to the other side and around once there again. And now we're back on the top, and we can start dropping in the clear gemstones.
So you've just literally used one of your Tanzanite.
One of the Tanzanite in each of the earrings.
It's gone a long way in the actual, in the pieces that you've made. A very gem-heavy Tanzanite bracelet, a pendant, and also the earrings.
Yeah, but I mean the bracelet, if I hadn't have made that bracelet so gem-heavy, I mean I could have then split that between rings, earrings. So, you know, you can do what you want with it, really. I mean, it would go a long way. So all I've done is wrapped in 3 of the gemstones here. So if I just do this last one really quickly. So we're wrapping that around. When you get to the last one, just just wrap around a couple of times and then snip off the excess, okay? So there we are there. And then just take some pliers and just make sure that you've not got any sharp sections there. Now this little tail that you've got here, you can leave that on for now because we can use that to attach the wire that we're going to use, okay? So push those down. So now you've got those set in there. And we've got these 2 excess pieces of wire here.
How quick that was, and look how well channel set they are. They're beautifully laying it next to one another, aren't they?
And what you can do then is just take some pliers and just squidgy up the little...
I love the technical terms of squidge or squidgy.
Squidge. If you just take them, it just brings them all together and it just makes them look really neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, squidge is a good word.
It is a good word.
And then to make the little sort of, as Elle called them, heart shapes, all I've done is I've used bow making pliers, but you don't, I mean, anything that you've got that's that sort of shape. But all I wanted to do is just put them in place there and then pull that down and just bring it down. So you've got that shape there, okay? And now this one I wanted a little bit higher. So I'm going to put the pliers in a little bit higher and bring down there.
Gorgeous.
So we've got that, okay? And then if you take some round nose pliers, and you can actually, I've actually left that tail on, I'm not going to be needing that, to be honest with you. Just take the round nose pliers and just do a little bit of a wrap there. Okay, I'm going to cut that little tail off. If your wire was longer here, and you made a bit more of a spiral there, you could use this then to hold it to the frame.
And do keep hold of all of your wire because it is, again, it is your sterling silver. So even if you kept it all in a little container and sold it thereafter.
That's what I do. And then when I've got, you know, an amount of it, take it to the local jewellers, they'll weigh it and they'll give you...
however much money
give you cash for it,
Yeah.
So all you need to do is just shape those so you've got that sort of shape. And then, if you open an earring finding, and the quality of the earring findings in the kit are just stunningly beautiful. And then that's the little earring.
Beautiful. Are you right there, Jan?
I am. Thank you. Of course, you could change the design slightly.
Has he?
Can I just have
a Jan, they're amazing.
Thank you.
I love them. I do love them. Sorry, but some people, the good people of the world, I'm fine. The good people of the world will be just like going, I know. The good people of the world will be going, why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? It's not just me. I'm not the only bad egg. They were the ones that started. The girls in the gallery. They started us off, and then you didn't even hear Jan, and you knew what we were chuckling at, didn't you? So I'm glad we're all like-minded. It's just a realisation. I think keep that longer length a little bit so you can bring it down.
I'm going to change this design now.
Amazing. You're incredible. You are, Jan. I love that.
Better.
Yes.
That's what I meant to do. Anyway,
you're ace. You are ace. I love them. I like that. Right, compose myself. Compose myself. I tell you what else you'll love, Jan.
Yeah.
Do you use shell pearl often?
Yes, I love shell pearl.
Because there is definitely a place for shell pearls. Sorry, I'll wipe my face in a sec. There is definitely a place for shell pearls, aren't there? I mean, what's the difference? I'm often asked that. What's the difference between a shell pearl and a cultured pearl? Well, a shell pearl is everything that a cultured pearl aspires to be. It is still a genuine gemstone, but it's reconstituted. So basically, filed down into a powder and then preformed, basically. Still a genuine gemstone. These aren't plastic. They aren't synthetic pearls. They are shell, effectively, that is reconstituted, and it brings you a really smooth, perfectly spherical shape. In this bundle, you've got the graduation as well, various different sizes. It's a limited limited bundle, though. 5 strands of your white shell pearl, including these 14 millimeters. They gotta be. They've got to be 14 millimeters. 14 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 8 millimeters. So would you just restrand these?
Yeah, probably.
And it's a way of wearing genuine gemstones, and the look of culture pearls are a much more affordable price tag.
Yeah, and you get that consistent shape as well. And I know Mark Smith prefers to use a shell pearl because Mark likes symmetry and he likes order. So for Mark, this would be the perfect bundle for him to use, and I can imagine Mark makes some beautiful pieces with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to do a simple ladder weave bracelet with those would look beautiful. To put them onto memory wire, onto elastic, just a stretchy bracelet.
Yeah, lovely. That would be really nice. And very 1920s.
Yeah.
I mean, shell pearl, you can afford to really invest lots of layers into, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could do, like you say, multi-strand necklace with that would look stunning, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks quite bridal, but you could wear that any time, couldn't you?
I would.
Any time. Just one of those large ones on a silver chain.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Would look beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Single. Well, you've got some of the wire there. Just thread some of those through and attach it, and you're good to go.
Job done, isn't it?
You're good to go. Yeah. You could restrand these beautiful sizes, and look how pearlescent they are, which is everything that all the benefits that you get from purchasing shell pearl. You're guaranteed a uniform spherical shape, and you're guaranteed lots of luster and a smooth surface. $16.95 for all 5 strands.
Gosh.
That's £3.39.
See, when you think how far they're going to go as well.
Yeah, because I've got all of these pearls on the back of my hand that you can't see. They go a long way, don't they? There's a lot of pearls here. How many pearl earrings?
Yeah, imagine how many earrings you're going to get from that bundle. And with anything you've got on the T-bar that you've got next to you, they're going to look beautiful.
They're all going to go, aren't they?
Beautiful with any of those.
Absolutely. They're all going to match wonderfully. $16.95 only. Congratulations to every single one of you. I've just got 30 remaining. You're right, Amelia. There she is, just giving you all a little cheeky wave. She's loving the pills, that's what it is. Down to the last 16 opportunities, just over £3 per pearl. You could knot these if you go to the bridal fairs. I mean, I don't know. Certainly all of my friends wore pearls on their wedding day.
Yeah, knotted, like you say, with some of the coloured thread maybe would look gorgeous.
That would look lovely.
Yeah, I mean, with some of the nuggets you've got as well there, just
gonna
have
go
the
hand in
nuggets
hand, aren't
and
they?
have the smoothness of the shell pearl. Perfect.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
They've gone. Sold out. Sold out. You are funny, you know.
Sorry about
I love it. It's our minds. It's not you, Jan. It's our filthy minds. That's what it is. Right, what have we got? Some these. Now earlier on we bought you half drilled, but they were a different shape. These, there's 15 pairs in total. Just pop those. Oh, I'm missing 2. Oh, I'm missing 3. Half drilled. They're the smaller size. Slightly smaller size. Aren't they pretty? Can you see that if I lay it out in my hand? The little buttons. Little buttons, half drills. So you put a small amount, a small amount of your precision glue into the drill hole. 925 sterling silver. If you've just got the wire, you can easily make your own findings. These are 15 pairs. They are limited though. 5 to 6 millimeters. That's because they're little buttons. So they're going to sit wonderfully. If you've got maybe some of our butterfly backs, the posts, then they're going to sit wonderfully up against the ear. They're a more wearable size, so they can work fabulous in a tiara, would you agree?
Yeah, for definite. They're absolutely beautiful. But for me, again, I think about rings. Just one of those in the centre of a ring and maybe do some wire swirls around them would look stunning.
the earrings that you've just done, they'd sit wonderfully like so. You can create sort of a channel set because they are that uniform shape and size as well.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful luster. You can see how smooth the nacre surface is. So these are your cultured, your freshwater cultured rondelles. So they have been grown within a mollusk, obviously, and I love that shape because the little buttons for me are earrings all the way, but they can be used in so much just because they sit against the earlobe, don't they?
Yeah, they're perfect, aren't they, for stud earrings?
So elegant.
But that's just so pretty. You just want to look at them because all the different colours on them are just gorgeous.
Yeah, beautifully reflective, but limited though. Don't leave it in your baskets. We should be £17.85 for 15 pairs. I mean, I don't know if I know enough people to warrant the 15 pairs. I do, but how nice would it be to gift pearl earrings? £8.95. That's 59p per pair. Okay.
That's amazing.
This is going on my order. I've got an order open. This is going on my order. Again, these are beautiful, beautiful gifts, aren't they? A customer's messaging saying they would look great glued onto the lace.
Wouldn't they?
Yes, they would. That black lace that we brought you earlier on, we'll bring the graphics on at the bottom of the screen. This is brand new, not seen it previously before. I agree. Do you? What a great idea. How are you thinking, Jan? Because you're probably way better than I am. Oh,
escaped.
Oh, escapee. Just like positioning them.
Yes.
Oh, just in the centre. Can you see that?
Do you want to put it on here? Should we put it on the overhead?
Yeah, let's put it on the overhead. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Look at that.
Can you see that?
How pretty that is.
So beautiful.
So you could have a few of those, like say a lace choker or a bracelet. Yeah. Yes.
What a great idea.
Perfect.
Great idea. The lace is only £5.95 as well. So for less than, what, £20, you got 15 pairs of earrings or very elaborate 1920s piece of jewellery with the lace as well. Text message coming in. Perfect size. They are, aren't they? I haven't got any tweezers this side of the desk. I can run and get some just quickly.
I've got some.
Have you got some? Just because I was thinking, if I can, and I'll do it very, very quickly, but if I can't, just hold one up to the earlobe, tuck my hair out the way, just so you can see. Sometimes I like by day the smaller, daintier sizes.
Yeah.
Start again.
I'll get that one. Won't be a
Start
minute.
again. I'm dropping everything today. Aren't they? They're the perfect size. Could wear, never take them out. No, never need to take them out. Gorgeous.
No, that's right. They're the sort of
Did you find that one?
I did. I put it in.
Well
there.
done.
You put them in. You're not going to take them out, are you?
Don't need
Keep
to.
them.
Don't need to. Moving on to the what? Sorry. Oh, these three. Wait.
Pretty.
I was going to say, look at that colour.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Now, these are your shell pearls, but that green.
It's beautiful.
It's like a mermaid. It's a mermaid green to me. You can imagine sort of the iridescence of her tail, I suppose, being these beautiful, beautiful hues. I love that colour. That's my favourite. I would restrand that.
Yeah.
Just as it is.
Just wear that. Perfect.
Just as it is. Perfect for bridesmaids, perfect for floristry, perfect for home decorations. But make sure you've got some to actually wear with your wardrobe as well, because that colour on its own, imagine that against a white shirt.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So pretty, isn't it?
Really classy.
Yeah.
I think it's a really classy tone of green, because it's kind of bordering on turquoise, but it's a turquoise stroke jade.
Yes, yeah, very sort of jade-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that midnight blue coming through. Fabulous. I mean, this, if you got the pearl bundle earlier on, the white pearl bundle earlier on, that's a whole lot of shell pearl. And that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Maybe just a couple of those coloured pearls in between the whites.
I'd restrand the white and just pop one of those coloured ones in. Just one of those, maybe.
Yeah, that would look lovely.
Yeah. just sort of on the side.
On the
Nice
bias.
symmetric, yeah.
Yeah, I love
Look
that
right.
idea. I love that idea. I think it's a really good way of injecting colour without being overpowering, I suppose, and still being able to sort of match it or contrast it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. If you've got the white pearls, then add these to your order, because they're a great way of injecting still a subtle colour, but it's a deep colour saturation. Pretty much everybody is multi-buying them. I've left my call screen over there, the tablet over there, but I can still see you from a distance. Lots of you choosing to get not just one but two. Webbit is already getting involved. Let's bring that price tag in for you for 3 strands of your peacock twist, and it is those peacock colours. Beautiful, or a mermaid's tail, whichever way you see. $11.95. Oh wait, they should be $11.95. $8.95.
Kimbo.
I'm putting that one up to the neckline. I'm putting that one up to the neckline, don't you think?
That's beautiful, isn't it?
That's £2.98 each. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
That's very mother of the bride.
Yes, it is, isn't it? But that colour is so beautiful.
And really complimentary of skin tones as well. Really complimentary. Do check out as soon as you can. That's fabulous. They'll sell out as well. I'm going to squeeze in another bundle, and my goodness, there is so much of this. This is one of my favourite gemstones. Do you love it too?
I just love it.
Iolite is highly pleochroic, so you don't. This is my expressional way I describe pleochroism. It is a gemstone, not just of one specific colour. It's a gemstone of colours. So under differing angles, you'll see differing flashes. Iolite was actually used by Vikings to navigate around the world. That's how visual it is as a gemstone. You used to actually use the light, use the sun itself to navigate it around the actual big oceans. This amazing gemstone is not just blue. We had a discussion, my goodness, look at how much you're getting here. Just be on those phone lines as soon as you can, because this is a 6 double strand of iolite. We were having discussions, well, a debate really, amongst sort of your hosts, your presenters, across the channels, and I can remember there was a lot of, not conflicts, that was the wrong choice of words, but there was a lot of debate about what would be the next big gemstone, the next big big blue gemstone rather. Obviously sapphire is a big blue, and Tanzanite currently, that would probably be the biggest in this present day, in my opinion. We were saying, will it be kyanite, will it be iolite? Those are the two really. I personally think it's going to be iolite. Others were saying kyanite. Well, they're both astonishingly rare, and we don't feature it on our screens very often. Now, Jan, you've been crying out for this bundle, haven't you?
I love it. I love iolite. I think it's just so beautiful, and you've got all those midnight tones in there.
It's a classy blue, isn't it?
I love it. There's just something about it, and as soon as Amelia put it on the bust, it just drew me to it, and I just couldn't stop looking at it. And instantly, you know what gemstone it is. Instantly, I knew what it was.
You do.
Yeah.
Iolite is not a gemstone you misinterpret for others. It's not like your sapphire. It's not like your tanzanite. It's not like your kyanite. It is very distinctive because it actually has got. Gosh, it's a secondary tone. So I would say, like, tanzanite has got a violet. Your sapphire does come in an array of colours, but this is more of a. This is like kind of in between the two. The sapphire and the tanzanite is in between those two. It's more of a purpley blue, not a violet blue like tanzanite is, but it is very, very, very distinctive. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, for anybody that's experienced tanzanite and your sapphire and iolite and had the 3 next to each other, you'll be able to pick it out instantaneously. A gemstone of colours. Don't get to bring it every single day. In actual fact, don't get to bring it every single month. It is very, very, very rarely sourced. Very rarely mine, to be honest. I'm absolutely in awe. $11.95 for a natural gemstone. Tanzanite and sapphire 99.9% of the time will actually have undergone some kind of treatment. Not always. Sapphire in particular here at Jewellery Maker, not always, but the majority of the time globally they'll have undergone some kind of treatment. Iolite is totally and utterly natural, so this depth of blue is all Mother Nature's doing.
It's amazing, that is, isn't it?
$11.95, Jan.
And you look at it and you say how beautiful it is and how natural it is, and like you say, that array of tones in there, and there's just something about it that just draws you to it, and then you see that price. And again, my brain doesn't sort of keep
And
up
do you
with
know
it.
what? I actually think that what's on your screen is not doing it justice. Get these home. Use that extended money back guarantee. Take it out into natural daylight. That's the best way of daylight is the best way of actually really scrutinising your gemstones. Take it out into natural daylight, natural gemstones as well, so that, but you know what they'll do? They will show off. They will really come into their own. That's where you'll see that blue really intensify. This is not Fisher filled, it's not heat treated, it's not enhanced in any way, shape or form. That's working out at what, sorry? £1.99? Wait, £1.99 per strand, but they're double strands. So that's really £1, isn't it? That's £1 for one length, one of these lengths. And you've got that 12 times over. £1. For genuine natural blues.
Beautiful as
How
well.
often do you see Iolite?
Well, you don't, do you? But like I say, it's a fascinating gemstone. I don't know what it is, it just draws me. I just love it. I love it.
It's one of the classiest blues, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a really classy blue. Well done to every single one of you that gets hold of this. If you've not heard of Iolite before, I understand it is not a mainstream gemstone. It's very rarely seen on the mainstream market, but that's because of its rarity and scarcity, basically. Moving on. Okay, obsidian. Obsidian is a gemstone which was around in medieval times. Well, it's been around for many, many years, but steeped in history. With this strand, though, the gold really leaps out. Obsidian is very reflective. It was actually used as mirrors once upon a time. Wait until you see the flash. Look. Oh,
look at that. You see the golden in there. God, that is a brilliant. Whoever did
well,
that.
can I just, Claire, she's just been saying to me, Jan, she's reading your mind today, but she's just been saying to me, this is through no effort. We literally placed the strand in front of, that's natural daylight, isn't it? Emulating natural daylight, in a rotation. So that's the only thing that Claire's done, and filmed it. That's it. The gold, and you can see it here, Jan.
Yeah. I could see it when it was on the bus there. That's phenomenal. Look at that.
The quality of this golden obsidian is just off the chart. Look. I'll pop it on the back of my hand.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? Oh, it's gorgeous.
Look at those golds. It's just a fascinating gemstone. It's not just black. You get silver, silvery obsidian. You get golden obsidian like this, which I absolutely adore. But there's degrees. Let me just get one of them. Let's go along the strand like so. There's different degrees of obsidian, and this, my goodness, is off the chart. Don't you agree?
Wow, look at it.
That's like a galaxy far away. That to me is like the oh gosh, what do they call it? I've just gone blank of it. No,
warp speed.
Laniakea, the Laniakea was discovered in 2015. Found out that we are one of millions of galaxies. So our galaxy is one of millions.
So ours could be one of those little beautiful.
We could be one
dots.
of those tiny golden pieces and obsidian pieces. Don't you find that fascinating? So we literally are tiny. We are tiny, minuscule in this entire world. Fabulous, aren't they? 330 carats of natural obsidian. They should be. I'm going to move along because you've got them across the entirety of the strand. £7.95 is where we should be. I've just moved along the length of the strand again. You can see those flashes of gold, every single one. Not today. I hope I've got enough of these in terms of quantity. The quality of, oh, look at that. 300 of these are available, but it's gonna sell out. If you love your obsidian.
I must do my plastic box impression then. That's ridiculous. I love Kimbo, but there's no need for that. There's no need for it.
Kimbo, I'm going to give you the biggest cuddle later.
Look how beautiful it is.
You're ace. Have you need your superhero outfit on today?
Yeah. You need to wear your pants over your trousers.
She says she's going to put her pants on the outside of her jeans.
You do.
I think you need to. Maybe not right now.
That's an amazing price, isn't it?
That's an incredible deal. I mean, obsidian alone, and obsidian which, you know, had that black colour, that beautiful reflective lustre, but without the golden, dramatic golden inclusions. And I'm just laying this across the hand, every single one. If we scrutinised it, and we have done, we've got right up close and personal, you're seeing golden in abundance.
The quality's just phenomenal, is it? And the price doesn't reflect that, does it?
Oh, look at the call screen. The call screen has just...
I'm not surprised.
Is there a wait on the telephone lines? I don't think it's going to be huge because we are busy. Oh, 20 seconds. So our call centre are doing amazing at keeping up with the influx of jewellery makers on the phone lines going, what, Kimbo? I'm wondering if people are agreeing that you do need to be wearing your pants on the outside of your jeans right now, because that is a superhero price point for you. Totally and utterly natural, this fascinating gemstone. Golden obsidian, where you have got that flash. It's kind of like a sheen, isn't it?
It almost looks like it's on the surface, but you can see into the gemstone as well, can't you? It's just beautiful. And if I can't get that, I want that VT as my screensaver on my... just so I can look at them all the time.
That's really... I know you could look at it all the time, couldn't you?
Couldn't get any work done.
It's kind of like labradescence almost, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a stunning strand, an absolutely beautiful strand.
Look. Can we just do this for the rest of the show? Can we just do this for the rest of the show? Just look at this obsidian. Because I think when you get this home, you're going to be doing this non-stop. And again, gents jewellery, ladies jewellery.
Perfect. I mean, that is going to go into any piece of jewellery. You know, just one of those again in a ring, just to have that phenomena. Just every time you move your hands, it's going to be catching your eye, isn't it? But like I say, cufflinks would look beautiful in cufflinks.
Notice I'm actually moving all the way along the strand. I started at one end, I'm moving all the way up deliberately because I want you to see just the quality and the consistency of that quality. I mean, it's like gold leaf. You know, what do you call that stuff that you, the glitter leaf that you put on polymer clay?
Oh,
Gilding flakes, aren't they?
Flakes,
Gilding flakes. If it's like that's been put over the front of them. Fabulous. Absolutely incredible. Well done. Do stay on those phone lines and do check out. We had 300 quantity, but there are multiple jewellery makers with it in their basket. Kay in Staffordshire, wow, amazing prices. This morning, ladies, got mine. Well done. Well done. I know. I'm going to have a quiet word with myself after this show again. I did yesterday. I went and had a little quiet word with myself saying, you know, I know. Don't get used to this, Elle. Don't get complacent. Don't go anywhere, though, because there is so much more to bring you this morning. We've got your pink collection, which is fabulous. We've got rare opportunities and one of the rarest colours of a specific gemstone as well. Plus more beautiful bundles and, of course, Kimbo deals. Carrie Martin West Midlands, hello. Hi ladies, I got one strand, went to reboot the washing machine, came back and saw the drop price. So I've got two more. I don't blame you.
You've got two at that price, haven't you?
See, you got rewarded for doing your washing then, didn't you? We've got less than 100 left though. We're in double figure quantities, so it will sell out. We cannot stress. If you've got your heart set on owning that, then please do check out if you're with us on the web. There's still time, but we're in double figure quantities where we started off with over 300. Fabulous. Oh. We're going to just have a little breather. I'm going to have a slurp of tea as well because we've got more. We've got another hour of these amazing deals. In fact, I'm with you for another 2 hours. I've got Kimbo's other half joining me then for the midday. Other half, bless. Aww. I want to start singing "Love Is in the Air" or something like that. I'll do that off screen because you don't need to experience that really. Nobody needs that. Don't go anywhere because there's more after this.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Now, this is not just a pink opportunity. This is a combination of pink gemstones which include some of the rarest on the planet. Firstly, we'll go in order. We have your rhodolite garnet. Garnet is a gemstone family which comes in an array of colours and does include some of the world's most desirable and valuable gemstones like your tsavorite garnet, like your spessartite garnet. Colour change garnet can command price points way beyond all imagination. Rhodolite is that beautiful grape juice colour, the wonderful tones of purple which we all look for. The more abundant those purples are, the more valuable they are. But can we just focus on the pink strand, which is demonstrating amazing brilliance, the pink strand which has got internal clarity? Because if I can just for a second, that one strand alone, talk about this. It is pink tourmaline. Now, it is very close to being pink tourmaline, often referred to as well as rubellite, which is and it is graded to be like so. Rubellite, a member of the tourmaline family, is arguably one of the rarest. Well, it is one of the rarest, up there with your Paraiba tourmalines, up there with your indicolites. Rubellite pinks is so incredibly sought after. Again, the price tags can be hugely considered, but rubellite, or your pink tourmaline, is a type 3 gemstone. So it is expected to have internal inclusions. It is expected, like emerald is another type 3 gemstone, you'll know that it has got internal characteristics. I don't like to say inclusions. The reason for that is because some people think that inclusions is always a negative, and it's not always a negative. Actually, inclusions can sometimes add to the value of the gemstone, but it's exceedingly rare to get tourmaline which has got absolute translucency, amazing clarity, and that intensity of colour. The colour is totally utterly natural, and there's a type 3 gemstone to have that much brilliance, that much eye clean presence of every single one of those rondelles, makes it huge, makes it hugely exciting, makes it one that gemologists, geologists, accredited jewellery professionals, connoisseurs collectors around the world would be thinking, wait, that's pink tourmaline? That's, let's just, for 1 second, just focus on that one strand. That's pink tourmaline, one of the world's rarest and most desirable gemstone. That's pink tourmaline, which is not opaque or heavily included, so it's still beautiful, because you do get tourmaline which can be opaque, and it still have that natural colour coming through, and it comes in a spectrum of colours. Pink is arguably one of the most sought after, second to maybe your Paraiba and your Diclite. But to have pink tourmaline which has got a diaphanity and a brilliance where you can actually follow all the way through the entirety of the gemstone. You can hear how excited about it I am actually getting on my own. I do collect gemstones. Not just jewellery, I collect gemstones. I collect them, and I'm not allowed to say that I word, you know the one I'm referring to. I can't say that this is a purchase that will definitely 100% increase. I haven't got a Christmas in value, haven't got a crystal ball, can't read into the future, and things do change regularly on in the gemstone world. However, I would most certainly be getting involved in this opportunity for that one strand. And please don't think I'm being derogatory to your rhodolite or to your sapphire, because I'm absolutely not. They're amazing quality, but I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've ever been able to bring you pink tourmaline here on Jewellery Maker. It is rare. I've brought you Tahitian pearls more times than I've brought you pink tourmaline. I've brought you, let's see, diamonds more time than I've brought you pink tourmaline. I've brought you sapphire and emeralds 100% and rubies more times than I've brought you pink tourmaline. This is rarer than many, if not all of the above. So well done to every single one of you, all of our collectors and connoisseurs that are on the website already checking out. You're getting all 3 strands, so if you love your beautiful pinks, there's the rhodolite, the one in the centre, then this fabulous one on the outside here is your pink tourmaline with all that beautiful clarity. And then you've got the sapphire in the centre. Now we should be bringing this to you, all 3 at $67.95. If you divide that by 3, you'll work out that individually that's an amazing price point for natural gemstones. Is the rhodolite garnet's 100% natural. The tourmaline is 100% natural. Has the sapphire been heat treated in any way, shape or form? Yeah, I thought so, because just because of the colour, and that's fine. It doesn't devalue it in any way, shape or form. But you've got 2 natural gemstone strands here. Should be $67.95. I would pay that for one of those. I would happily pay that for the tourmaline on its own. Not happy with that though. You've seen the deals that Kim's been bringing you this Sunday morning. $49.95. You're about to get one of the most considered gemstones on the entire planet. If you've never heard of rubellite, if you've never heard of pink tourmaline, do your research. It's just basically it's the intensity of the saturation which determines which is which. It's very specific, but basically it is personal. Whoever's grading the tourmaline, it's down to their personal perspective. What one person sees is not necessarily what another person sees. Well done to you, Greater London, Northumberland, Louise, Janice, hello to you, Sarah, Yorkshire, Leslie, London, Teresa, another London there, Sue and Gail and Deborah and Margaret and Linda. We've got many multi-buyers. I'm not surprised by that. Jan, have you ever had an opportunity to work with pink tourmaline previously before?
Not like this, no.
Have you seen the clarity? It's amazing.
Beautiful, aren't they? They're gorgeous.
I was actually looking on a very well-known auction site, you know, that big one, and I entered in the search engine, entered designer tourmaline jewellery. There was a few different designers came up, because obviously designer, some people would just put that in for their I guess description, but there were actual big designer houses like Bulgari came up, Chanel came up as well, and I think there was one Van Cleef, an Arpel piece, but I won't say which one was which. It was thousands of pounds, and it was a pink tourmaline, and it was heavily included. Beautiful, don't get me wrong, and it was a cabochon, and it was all 18 karat gold, but it was over £2,000, and that wasn't even at the end of the auction. Over £2,000, but it had inclusions within. Now, I'm not saying these are absolutely flawless, but they have got amazing clarity.
They're absolutely beautiful. And for me, I'd be channel setting them
Yeah.
into pendants and rings.
So you get a lot.
And earrings. You get a lot out of them.
You'd get a lot of rings
Yeah.
out of these, wouldn't
Yeah,
you? 100%. We've got people multi-buying. London's bought 4 of these. I'm betting that there are retailers on the phone lines right now. I'm betting there are, and I'm not surprised. Or certainly massive collectors. Vivian, Yulia, Christine, Jackin, hello to you. We've got way more in baskets than we've actually got left, so I do need to move on. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Oh, I'm not willing to part with that yet. That's going to go on my tea bar, just there, just there, just there, so I can admire it for the rest of the show. Oh, should we bring a bit of passion into the show? I don't know about you, Jan. I think you've had enough.
You can never have enough passion.
Don't know what's going through your mind this morning.
Oh, don't.
Oh, you're priceless.
It's warm in here, isn't it?
It's warm.
Yeah.
Are you not embarrassed, are you?
That was a little bit.
No, they were amazing. I like them. I'd buy them. I'd buy them. Jan, look at these. No, the reason why I say passion is because ruby to me is a very passionate gemstone. It's very strong. It's a powerful. Well, red itself is a very powerful colour, isn't it? It's positive. It's often used for courage, it's used for strength, it's used for love, it's used for commitment, it's used within countries' flags as a very positive message. I adore that. It's a long strand of ruby, and the same in the gemstone world. They are stacked on here, aren't they?
Beautiful, aren't they? There's so many on there.
They're going to go a long way. I mean, they're sizable enough to be individual pendants, aren't they?
They are, for definite. And I know I say I make a ring out of everything, but this shape for me, on the birthday DVD, the Jane birthday DVD, I did a ring section with a gemstone sort of this shape.
Did you?
So they sit perfectly.
Well, they're a
in a
lovely.
ring.
They'd be a pear cut, wouldn't they? They'd be a pear cut ring. Yeah, gorgeous. I can imagine that would be
earrings. You know,
great
just one
for
in each
earrings.
ear. Perfect.
And they're top drilled, so that means you could secure them, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could secure them through the actual.
Really quite easily. I mean, because the drill hole goes across, you could just put some wire in and then make a little bail
Yeah.
off that for them. You can also, if you've got some silver chain, just sort of rosary link them because as a
Lovely.
rosary link, but they'll hang down as well.
Yeah,
won't they?
lovely. What was that, Kimbo? What you suggested? One of the little flowers of black lace on a shepherd hook, and then suspend one of these rubies from the bottom. She's saying. I agree, Kimbo. That's a good idea.
That look really pretty.
That would look really pretty even. We put the lace at the bottom of the screen there, the daisy trim, which is just wonderful. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, these are big pearls, and they are natural, by the way. Not Fisher-filled in any way, shape or form. Stacked onto this strand, they're going to go an awful long way, aren't they?
They're beautiful, aren't they?
I mean, how many pairs of earrings have you got here? How many pendants have you got here? How many rings have you got here? Oh, look at the silks on that one. Can you see that? The one on my thumb, just there.
Wow.
Look at the silks reflecting. Often refer to silks when it comes to your ruby, and this has got an abundance of silks coming through. They're almost purpley tones. Hello to you, Yorkshire. Hello to you, Dumfries and Galloway. Julie, you've done it. Hannah in Sussex. Hello to you, Deborah in Tyne Away. You're also with me. Shall I count these just quickly? Because there's 27 centimetres a strand, but this isn't your average ruby strand because there's so much on there. Basically, they're almost mirror imaging one another. I'm going to count them. 2, 4, because none of them are small. They're not. You know, on the tail ends of the actual strand itself, they're not tiny. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 81. There's 81 rubies on this one strand. So
40 pairs of earrings.
40 pairs of earrings. Wow. And they're big enough to be earrings as well, aren't they?
Wow.
Just one, that's what I mean. Just one of those is big enough to be a pair of earrings.
Yeah, you wouldn't need anything else with it, just a shepherd hook.
No.
And
maybe some of that pyrite that we had earlier on. Oh.
That looks really pretty with it, doesn't it?
I'd love to put the pyrite with it. That would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Okay, we're about to take this to... Should be £39.95. That's where we should be. Not today though. How about each ruby, each and every single ruby on this strand is working out at 37 pence per genuine natural ruby. The average carat weight of a ruby is 2 carats. So hang on, how many did I say was on here? 81. 81 divided by 260. Just working that out. $81. So that's, hang on, each of the, is that right? 31 points in each ruby. That's not right. 3 carats that's got to be, isn't it? 3 carats in each ruby. Yeah, so every single one is over and above the average carat weight, on average, across the entire strand. Yeah, so each ruby is 3 or above, on average.
That's amazing, isn't it, at that price?
At that price tag.
When you think, if you're selling your jewellery, what you would sell those for?
Yeah, what would you sell a single ruby for?
Well, even if you sold them for the price of the strand.
Yeah.
You know, that I reckon that's not a bad price, sort of £25–30 for a pair of ruby earrings.
That's 11 pence per carat. And these are natural rubies as well, and with silks. Silky, you know we were talking earlier on and we said so often internal inclusions add to the value. With ruby, it's a bit similar to your emeralds. It's all about the colour, the intensity of the colour. But silks is a term that you refer to with ruby, which reflects and plays with the light and gives you that wonderful shine. I love it. I absolutely love it. So ruby is not a gemstone where I particularly think I've got to have clarity. It's all about the actual appearance, the intensity of colour. I love silk. It's personal preference, but I love that silvery sheen that you get through. This is very popular. London, Ellen, Linda, Christine, Eve, hello to you, Shala, hello to you, Jane, Tessa, you're with me as well. I need to move on because it's looking like it's going to sell out. We've got less than 15 available, so if it's in those baskets, do check out. So Lola, Catherine, Mary, Cheryl, Dumfries and Galway, Julie, good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Box number 4 from 11 o'clock. Oh, that's over here. I was looking at this, Kimber. I was like, gosh, I've never seen that before. So cat's eye indicates chatoyancy, indicates phenomena gemstone, and I know you can get asterisms and chatoyancy in other gemstones other than the obvious, I suppose, like your tiger's eye. But how often do you see cat's eye quartz? Oh, and it really has got a cat's eye, hasn't it? Well, not literally, but the expression. So the light, the inclusions internally, and on the back of what I've just said, the inclusions in the makeup of this gemstone, look, what they're doing with the light, they're basically, as light enters into the gemstone, imagine my hand is the gemstone itself here, as light enters in, the tiny, tiny inclusions are actually trapping the light to a certain degree and then reflecting against one another and bringing that beautiful optical effect. I love this. I absolutely love it. A rare opportunity to get hold of cat's eye quartz. A fantastic opportunity for you to get a gorgeous gemstone, which oh, yeah, I know you've seen quartz. So that quartz comes in so many different variations. You can have clear quartz, you can have, of course, rose quartz, smoky quartz. There's so many different tones that you can actually see. But look at that chatoyancy. Not often you get a phenomena performing quartz gemstone. Love it, absolutely adore it. And they're wonderful earthy tones, aren't they?
They're really pretty, aren't they? Like you say, those tones are really earthy. You've got it looks like a forest. Yeah. You know, like when you go and walk through a forest and you've got the forest floor and you've got all those different tones.
Like ferns.
Yes.
Yeah, like beautiful ferns.
Really, really pretty. Really lovely, soft, delicate colours.
I reckon our Debbie Bulford would love this.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of Debbie, actually. It's funny, isn't it, when you look at strands, you think of
you think
people.
Of someone. You associate it to someone.
I thought of Debbie, actually, when I saw those. Because Debbie likes the natural tones,
She does, doesn't she? She calls them, what does she call them? Mucky. Sludgy tones. I get where she's coming from, but sludgy isn't a very good word, is it? But I get where it does describe what we're thinking. But with this, you've actually got that flash of silver almost, the reflective. Look at that one in the middle there. Can you see? And it's just because it's face value, look at the light playing internally. Fabulous, aren't they? And that's not just one single gemstone. You'll get that across the entirety. 5 strand, but they're all double strands, so it's 360 degrees. Pretty much almost a metre in every single one of those strands, from 82 up to 85 centimetres. They should be £16 and 75 pence. That's where we should be bringing you. Cat's eye quartz, don't see that every single day. 5 strands of beautiful lengths as well. Those earthy tones, totally and utterly natural. £16.75 is an amazing deal for a gemstone we don't see that often. Quartz we do, cat's eye quartz we don't. £9.95. That's £1.99 per strand. Per strand of genuine gemstones. I haven't said this all show, but I'm going to say it anyway and put it out there, and I'm sure many of you will agree with me and have probably said it already. Why would anybody who loves genuine gemstones go anywhere else?
There's no need.
I don't know a single other establishment out there. And listen, I've got loyalty to this company. I'm friends with the family as well. And that's not the only reason that I work here and obviously purchase from here. But I've been shopping with this family for over 10 years now. And I've worked in the industry for many years where I would have benefited from staff costs. I generally don't know a single other competitor that can bring like-for-like quality at the prices that we do. And that's all down to how we source our gemstones.
Amazing.
It is amazing, and the connections that we have, and we will always have. Why don't you, Shirley, Susan, hello to you, Surrey, Sue, Lynn, Carol, Jenny, Yvonne, Annie, Cardiff, you're there, Anne in South Yorkshire, Elizabeth, you've done it, Shirley, well done to you, Tina, Merseyside, Samantha, hello to you, Maeve, hello to you, Jane, hello to you, Charity, Claire, hello to you, Cheryl, hello to you, Michelle. So many names I can't keep up with. Are we all right for quantity on this, Kimbo? It is flying, she said. We had 140, but they are flying, so please don't leave those in your baskets. If you love your quartz and you love the different tones, like sort of your fossil jaspers, for example, but you want something which has got a phenomena, so it's a cross between maybe your tiger's eye and fossil jasper. That's probably what I would be a way of describing it at. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. £9.95 only for, that's £2 a strand. £2 a strand for a genuine gemstone, and perfect for this time of year, but then it will also go into the summer, the spring,
all year round, isn't it?
All year round.
If you got the obsidian from before, it would look beautiful with the obsidian.
I'm glad you said that, Jan.
Wouldn't it? Because you've got that golden effect, and then with the obsidian, look beautiful.
Yeah, it really picks out the gold, doesn't it? And it's all about performing gemstones. They're visual gemstone. Amazing. I need to move on. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, moving on to. Speaking of. Oh, these. Oh, this would go amazing with that bundle just. This is your fossil coral. We had amber earlier on. And so I'm just doing my Mr. Miyagi. There's a fly buzzing around my fossil coral. Yeah, so it's showing off. This is basically fossilized gemstone. Fabulous, look at that. That's like a peacock's tail. Are you right there, Amelia? Go on, you get it. Get it.
Amelia.
245 carats of your fossil coral. Look at this beautiful formations. Wonderful formations. Espresso tones, cappuccino tones. Variations, your own little slice of Mother Nature's art, and every single one will be as unique as you and I. Look within this one how if we focus in on the actual cabochon, you've almost got sort of snail-like. Can you see? That's fabulous, isn't it? Absolutely fascinating. Like sort of snail-like, a bit like your ammonite shells.
That looks like, you know, when you get the dandelion flowers and you blow them and all the little things fly off. It looks lots and lots of those. Really, really pretty.
Really stunning, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful colours. Yeah. Peachy tones, wonderful golds, beautiful browns. I'll just have a sip of my tea a second. Well done, and dial in as soon as you can. What would you do with these then, lovely? Because I think, I mean, if you're a wire wrapper extraordinaire, then these would be perfect, and you'd just be thinking vintage frames, frame them like so. I love if you love your fossil coral, and it is a very distinctive gemstone. There's nothing quite like it. It's not like banded agate. It's not like your picture. Well, I suppose picture jasper would probably be the closest, but this is literally coral, which is sort of fossilized, and you can see those beautiful formations, and I love that.
And that's the thing, I think you'd want to make the most of the detail that's on them. I mean, some of you wouldn't want to cover them too much, to be honest with you, because you want to
It'd be a shame
see the
wouldn't
beauty of them, because they're all just so stunning. But imagine doing a really delicate tree of life along the edge of one of them. And so you've got that tree of life with just some of the branches going across, but then you're sort of looking through past that to that beautiful detail.
They are fascinating, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
I find them really fascinating. You know, you can just look at them for ages upon ages upon ages. And I've been lucky enough to go. I'm actually frightened of the sea, but I did do a little bit of snorkeling in a coral reef, and just so beautiful. And you can actually see the beauty of that coral reef within these gemstones. Amazing. Instantaneous. We've got collectors on the phone, as I'm not surprised by that. It's all of those wonderful earthy tones. I think this is my favourite, actually the smallest, but actually has got, and I'll show you on both sides as well. It's fabulous. Look, more of a feather-like impression. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's kind of like a dragon. Yeah, it is like a dragon. Or like it's got a snaky effect. Let me just turn that round as well. You can see the back. Fabulous. Yeah, Wes is saying to me, Elle, it looks like it's got a little dragon's eye, hasn't it? Or would you see it that way? That way. It has got a little dragon's eye. That's fabulous, isn't it? And well, it's not.
I think it looks like an eagle.
Like an eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Claire sees an eagle. I love that about gemstones. It's not just a colour, they're visual, it's interpretation. I do think psychologists would have a field day if they were to listen to the Jewellery Maker crew and everything that we see within gemstones. Now, we should be at $19.95. That's where we should be. Not today, however. You've seen everything that Kim's been up to this morning, and that's not set to change. 245 carats is what we guarantee of your fossil coral. And here you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 individual cabochons for $14.95. You might get 9, you might get 10. They do vary. It's the carat weight that we do guarantee, and big sizes, as you can. Which one's your favourite then, Jan?
I think that one that you said.
The smallest one?
Yeah, I love that. That in a ring would look gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Oh, someone sees an owl. Ooh.
Oh.
It looks like a bird's wing. Yeah, it does. I would love to get a psychologist, and I know a psychologist, just to analyse everything that we see. What does that see? The lady that said it was an owl, I think it's very wise. Or am I being really childlike now?
If you turn it on its side that way, there, I see a raptor there.
You see what?
A raptor.
A rat? I thought you said a rat.
A raptor, you know, like a dinosaur.
I was like, a psychologist would say an awful lot about that if you saw a rat. A raptor?
Yeah.
Do you mean like the dinosaur?
Yeah, because you've got the eye there, and then you've got the shape of the head. That's it.
Aren't they the ones like that with really big brains?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't the raptors the really clever dinosaurs?
Yeah.
But they got little hands?
Yeah.
The little tiny hands? Apparently Phil calls our Kimbo a raptor. Dare I ask why? Oh, because of your toes. Having seen Kim's toes, it's entirely accurate.
Oh dear.
Kimbo's toes. Chan, she's got one really long one.
Has she?
Oh,
Oh, damn, I've got a stitch.
One really long toe.
Just one.
Just one. But listen, I am not in a position to say a single word. Do you know why? Because my nickname in school, we're not in school, but amongst my best friends, I know they're really good friends, was sumo toe. Because my big toe measures 5 centimetres in width.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't fallen over. I won't fall over. I've got like suckers on the end of my feet. Yeah, we're a good combination, Kim and I. Fabulous. Have you got normal toes, Jan?
No, mine are pretty humongous.
Yours are pretty humongous.
Yeah, they are. Well, I size 8 foot.
Have you really? Well, you're very tall, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are very tall.
If I'd only got little toes, I would fall over.
You would fall over. See,
Yeah.
so you do need those suckers on the
I
end of
need
your
them,
legs. You do. You do. I'm ever so sorry. Can I just say, I feel really terrible for the fossil coral that we started talking about toes.
I don't know how. Oh yeah, I know how we got there, but
Listen, I'm sleep deprived. Don't know what's your excuse, Kimbo? That I'm sleep deprived. Okay, that's your excuse. Fair enough.
and I went downhill after the demo, so that's it.
And the demo's done it to you, Jan, hasn't it? The
There's
demo.
no coming back from me.
Yeah, your demonstration is, yeah. Okay, yeah, in all seriousness. Box number 3. Oh. This is what we call an idiochromatic gemstone. It is totally and utterly natural. It gets its colour from the presence of the chemicals that are within. Now, when it comes to peridot, it's all about the amount of iron you're looking for. Imagine a Pantone chart. Imagine the colour chart in front of you. When it comes to peridot, you want to have that specific chartreuse green. Chartreuse is 50% green, 50% yellow. Bang on, literally. If I was to show you sort of a green stroke yellow colour circle, you know, the graduation from light to dark, from yellow to right the way to the darkest green, it would be 50-50, pointing vertically. That's the perfect colour that you look for with peridot as a gemstone. But I could talk about that colour, the perfection of that colour all day long onto the moon and back, but the fact that these are big sizes, a unique facet. I don't know if we've ever brought you peridot in bicones previously before. Isn't that amazing?
They're absolutely beautiful, but they're a really soft bicone, aren't they? They're not really angular,
Yeah.
as you would expect. They're really nice, soft bicone.
They are. They're a little bit more curved, aren't they?
Yes,
They're a little bit more curved. The edges are slightly rounded, which I love. Like my mum used to say, curves are better than corners, Elle, and I totally agree with that. Beautiful, natural, genuine gemstones. I mean, look at the length, look at the impact and size. I adore peridot, and I love to wear peridot. And I said it last time I brought you a peridot, which was a good time ago. I love to wear peridot, and I mean, when I wear peridot, I really wear peridot. I'll wear earrings, I'll wear necklace, I'll wear the bracelet, I'll wear the ring, yeah. I'll layer it up in many occasions just because I think that amazing green, it's not known as an evening gemstone, it's not like your kunzite, which almost absorbs energy, but yet it still has the ability to really, really glow, to really sparkle, even under the subtlest and most subdued of light conditions, like moonlight, for example. This is 40 carats of natural, genuine gemstones. Weeks have gone past since I've brought you peridot. Absolutely weeks. Gorgeous intensity of colours. It's a 30 centimetre strand, and like Jan so rightly said, they are softer bicones. They've got wonderful corners, well, curves, I suppose, yeah. Rather than a very angled, dynamic, yeah. Prismatic bicone, I suppose.
But they would still sit nicely together.
Yeah.
So if you were going to do a weave with them, they would still sit nicely together.
They really would.
Pretty, and the colour is just phenomenal.
If you got the obsidian earlier on, wouldn't that be amazing with the obsidian? If you got if you got the Tanzanite earlier on, are you kidding me? That's where this is going. Hopefully you know me. And I know you know Jewellery Maker. If you don't and you're new to Jewellery Maker, that's a free telephone number below. Give it a call, be on the phone lines. If you love your genuine gemstones, you're going to want to make a confirmation on this. I can't believe that we are taking a unique cut, perfect chartreuse green, what we would call extra fine, and we don't grade our gemstones here at Jewellery Maker, but you can see that perfect chartreuse colour. So that would be extra fine in the gemstone buying grade. That's like your quad A to your Tanzanite. $6.95. Okay, I know I just said that we don't grade our gemstones, and we don't. And I'm not a gemologist. I'm an accredited jewelry professional, but I'm not qualified to grade gemstones. I can go by my own experience, I suppose, and I know you can do exactly the same, and I encourage you to do that, because 99% of the time you'll be absolutely right and accurate. Now, if I was to look at the gem buying guide, that's industry standard, sent out every single month to gem traders and gem buyers, it lists every single gemstone. And yes, it's in US dollars, but that's fine, you can convert it. And it'll give us an indication of what this gemstone is being sold at currently, because things do go up, things do go down, things do change, obviously. For example, if a new massive deposit of peridot have just been discovered, then probably the prices would reduce. Not that I know of. I don't know of another discovery of this gorgeous gemstone. Do you know what peridot is actually averaging at? And I'm talking the extra fine grade. Extra fine grade for 1 carat, and it goes in so individual gemstones. So from 49 points, so 0.49 up to 1 carat, was a 3-figure price tag per carat. I'm talking dollars, so let's be conservative, £50 a carat. That's what the extra fine grade was working at. £50 per carat. For not even, for at most 1 carat in a solitaire. Wow. $6.95 today. Wow. That was the last time I looked at, studied the gemstone guide, and that was only a couple of months ago. And every single time I've brought peridot as a showcase on our sister channels, I've always brought out that guide. I've shown it on air, said, look, this is what we would actually buy our peridot at currently. We are very fortunate that we have got direct dealings with peridot mine owners rather. We go direct to different locations around the world, so we've got a big influence and opportunities, often first refusal when it comes to peridot here in this establishment. Joyce, Jane, Marion, Sherry, hello to you. Maureen, Judith, hello to you. Christine, Gwyneth, Heather, Susan, lots of you choosing to multi-buy. I'm not surprised by that at all. Up and down the UK getting involved, and lots of you, I'm looking at 2s and 3s and 4s even. Good luck to every single one of you that's got it in their basket. I need to move on because it's looking like it's going to be a sellout. Do stay on those phone lines. As you can see, there is still quantity on your screen. Well done. Box number 8 from 8 o'clock. There's nothing in box 8. Oh, box number 12. Is it all of these? I got it. I got it. Oh, lemon quartz. Haven't seen lemon quartz in a while.
We don't see it very often, do we?
Lemon quartz is like, to me, is visually like a canary diamond at a fraction of the cost. Visually. Rose quartz. Beautiful pinks. Look at that for a combination.
It's like a garden, isn't it? Spring garden.
It is, like an English garden.
Yeah.
You can imagine roses, can't you?
Yeah.
Well-tamed roses. Would tamed be the words? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And then, of course, your smoky quartz. It's a 6-strand bundle, but you have got double strands in there as well. Of course you can. Yeah, I love that. I love the combinations and the palettes, and it's only right that they are complementary of one another. But to me, it's like a little thatched cottage, maybe in a quintessentially English village with a picket fence and your roses growing in the garden and sort of the sun. You can imagine the warmth of the sun. This to me is a perfect summer bundle. I love it. But then again, it's going to go through all the different seasons without shadow of a doubt. Are you a pastel girl, Jan?
Definitely. I'm really drawn to those sort of colours. I just think they look really pretty. And as soon as I saw it, I thought of it like an English garden. Yeah. Like you say, with roses and pretty flowers, you know, because you've got that sort of that lemon, the pinks. I love it. I do think with pastel tones, it's, you know, there's not a great deal of it actually in the fashion at the moment. Pastel tones. It is about big, bold colours, but.
I mean, in my own wardrobe, and I don't follow fashion in particular. I buy what I like, and I'm sure you know we're women with our own mind, after all. But if I think of my own personal wardrobe, I go back to certain pieces over and over and over and over and over again. I've got pieces of clothing that I've had for years and years, and it does tend to be the soft, the subtle pastel hues that I'll wear. Yeah. You know, something that you would buy maybe to go to the races or to a wedding, you'll pull out again for special occasions and you'll keep hold of it. That's the colours that you see of this wonderful bundle, don't you think?
They're really pretty. But then you could sort of really sort of glam it up if you wanted to as well. And that's where you've got, they're really diverse. I think they could go in any direction, couldn't they?
Absolutely.
So, and that's what we want as jewellery makers. We want strands that are going to give us options to go in whatever direction we want to.
Versatility.
And a bundle like that does that for you, doesn't it?
It does. So the pink could go with black. You could have the rose. I mean, there's not a gemstone that doesn't go with any of these, is there? No. Now we should be bringing this to you at £21.70. Now it says it's a 6-strand, but actually you've got multiple strands there as well. Should be £21 plus. However, today you've seen the deals. Beautiful clarity, wonderful colour intensities, £11.95. That's £1.99 per strand again. Would you be using gold findings or silver findings or rose findings or who knows?
Well, I think I'd probably, across using all of them, because you're going to get a lot of pieces of jewellery out of there, you know, I'd mix them. I'd use gold with some, I'd use silver with others.
Yeah.
So again, whatever metal you use with it is going to change the look of it. Just, it's a beautiful, beautiful little bundle. I love that.
I do as well, and I know our Linda Bromwell would love it too, because she loves her smoky quartz, doesn't she? I'm just going to take one of each of the colours. One of each of the colours, so one rose quartz, one lemon quartz and one smoky quartz. I've still got well over double left over. Just put it together, do the classic twist. They work perfectly, don't they? So gorgeous, aren't they? And you can mix up the shapes, mix up those.
They're so pretty together.
Sizes.
But it's a bundle that you could take out the rose quartz and use it with something else, couldn't you? You take out the smoky quartz and use it with something else. But
and you can do your rings with this as well, Jan.
Well, I didn't want to keep saying that.
No,
but you can.
I was thinking it.
Yeah, for definite you can do that.
Well, with the size of those gemstones, you could easily do.
And again, at the price of the whole lot, one of those gemstones for me would get me my money back.
100%.
Yeah.
Box number. The 2 packs of gold findings, all of these. I was just looking at those with that last bundle. Okay.
Can you manage?
Oh, the gold ones. Oh, it's that side.
Do you want me to pass them?
She's a good one. Thanks, Jan.
There you go.
I'm kind of wedged in here, you see. I'm not being lazy. I am surrounded by gemstones. Now you're getting 2 packs, including my favourite clasp. I know I say it every single time, sorry to sound like a broken record, but I do. 2 packs of solid sterling silver with your gold overlay. You're getting 2 of the clasps, and I would, without hesitation, say that the price that we bring you the entire findings pack at, I would pay for just 1 of those. And you get so much more. There's 90 pieces in total, including 2 bracelet chains, many more, your head pins, your crimp covers, your lobster claws, the length of chain, and they are exactly the same length of chains. You've got, there's your lobster claws, you've got your bolt rings, you've got your shepherd hooks. I'm just popping a few of the details on the back of my hand so you can just see how much comes with this. And of course it is your precious metal. I mean, how easy would it, Jan, just to put one of those lobster claw clasps, a jump ring, and what would you charge for that?
What, on the chain?
Yeah.
What, just as it is? Oh, well, it's got to be sort of 20 plus, hasn't it?
I don't think you'd be able to find anything more affordable for your precious metal.
No?
And if you do, then, you know, would it be, excuse me, would it be the quality? Would it have the 925 stamping, which all of ours does? Would it actually have the gram weight that ours does? Would it? I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible to get hold of good deals on your findings elsewhere, but I would certainly ask the question, where can you beat this price point? We've already got people multi-buying. I'm not surprised. Everything that's on your screen right now, you get hold hold of. Yorkshire's just multi-bought. Catherine, well done. Carrie, Matt, hello to you. Rachel, Paula, you're with me as well. And telephone bidders, all there as well. So effectively, you have got, how many pairs of earrings? In each pack, you've got 4 pairs of earrings there. You've got 2 of those wonderful swan clasp connectors, which I love. 2 bracelets. I mean, you could make so much pieces of jewellery with this, couldn't you?
It's going to go a long, long way. And like we said, if you just put one of the lobster claw clasps onto one of the chains, that's got to be a £20–25 sort of bracelet that you could sort of hang charms from, isn't
Surely.
it? It's got to. But that clasp it's phenomenal, isn't it? It's so beautiful.
It's my favourite. And
like you said, there's a lot of silver in there as well, because you can feel the weight of it, and it's just beautiful.
Looks like a swan to me. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So 90 pieces of solid sterling silver should be £31.90. However, today, that's £10 off, and that's 24 pence per sterling silver finding. We have brought copper findings for that price tag, and that's still amazing. Copper with your overlay.
How much per 24p?
24 pence per finding.
So 24p for that clasp that you've got there?
24p for this clasp. 24p for this chain. 24p for your shepherd hooks.
Gold plated.
Sterling silver, gold plated, yeah. Kim, we have definitely done, haven't we, copper with your gold overlay at that price tag. You know, which is still beautiful, still wonderfully wonderfully precious, but not as precious as solid sterling silver would be. What a deal!
That's amazing, absolutely amazing, isn't it? And like you say, it's going to go such a long way.
And you need your findings.
You need your findings, and these are the sort of findings packs that I would be buying if I was at home, because the pearl necklaces that I make, these are the findings that I use in those necklaces.
I don't blame you, because you want that quality, don't you? You absolutely want that quality. I'm just going to literally put a little thing over my tea. There we go. Stay where you are on those phone lines, and do check out as soon as you possibly can. Yeah, why wouldn't you? A £10 saving. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Now, okay, we've been waiting for this gorgeous strand, and it was eagerly anticipated. For hundreds of years, we've been in love with this wonderful gemstone. But the reality is, I mean, Aquamarine is mainstream. You could go down to your local city, town. You could go to the high street or in your shopping centre, local jeweller, and probably ask for Aquamarine and be shown Aquamarine. But there's Aquamarine, as we know, you can have one and you can have another, and they can be worlds apart in how they actually appear. This is a gemstone. As a colour gemstone, obviously it's valued on the 3. Its colour basically is your saturation, your tone, and your hue. Most colour gemstones, I would talk significantly about your saturation. Actually, Aquamarine, I talk about the tone. So that's how light or dark the gemstone is. You need to have that darkness to actually pick out that gorgeous summer's day pastel blue. Every single one of these gemstones has been faceting, but look at that consistency of colour. Have you ever noticed how Aquamarine, and one of my friends, she's got an Aquamarine ring. It's a beautiful emerald cut. I love it. I absolutely adore it, and I could. She had it from a very young age, and I can remember it when she used to wear it in school. The memories of her wearing it as well, and. It's stunning and amazing clarity, but it didn't have the intensity of colour like what you're seeing right now. So ordinarily, you do make sacrifices for colour for clarity or clarity for colour. You're not making those sacrifices here. You've got beautiful brilliance and an intensity of those wonderful sky blues. We should be bringing this to you incredibly at £18.95. Now, I was expecting for a strand like this, I was expecting what, £49.95 if not more.
I was going to say that actually. If you'd have asked me, that's what I would have said.
£49.95, yeah.
Because the quality of them, and yeah.
Just because we're bringing you the savings doesn't mean you have to, you know, that's for you. That's for you. If you are a business, that doesn't mean that you have to then reduce the price points unless you work off, the same ethos as us and you want to pass on those savings. But bear in mind your time is invested, and we can do this because in a space of a few minutes we will sell a big quantity, and obviously the actual methods that we source our gemstones as well. Your average jeweller will bring Aquamarine mean 3 figures, 4 figures, without shadow of a doubt. And I'm often asked, how do you do it? How does Jewellery Maker bring genuine gemstones at prices like you do? It's all down to our buying power, and it's all down to the fact that we haven't got the overheads like many retailers do. We've got overheads, don't get me wrong, but we have got a bigger audience, and if you think about it, hundreds will go in a space of a minute rather than just maybe one per month or per year. In fact, I can remember when I was in the first jewellers that I worked at, there were pieces of jewellery that were there for the entire time, never sold. So, and the first jeweller I was there for 6 years. 6 years. So that goes to show their actual turnover of stock isn't as quick as what we can do, and hence the price points. 0800 644 655 is the number to call. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Need to move on. $14.95 only. Now these have been teasing you throughout the course of the morning, haven't they? The white display busts. We had the black the other day, sold out. These are so amazingly practical, it's untrue. Having had the issue, and I know Jan, you'll probably say, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Having had the issue of transporting pieces of jewellery and then going on to set up jewellery elsewhere, you need busts. But those busts, if you buy them in the solid form, it can be huge. It was certainly the biggest box that I used to carry when I used to do parties and craft fairs. I used to take it. I actually had to buy an estate car for the fact that I couldn't fit everything in, which is daft, really. Absolutely, I didn't know that they had these at the time. Now these are adjustable, and you're getting all three. But if I can just show you the large one first. So the front is obviously for the displaying. At the back, they just fold perfectly. You've got a toggle clasp here, which literally, if you think about it, if you've got a narrower area, maybe a shelf or a mantelpiece that you need to put a piece of jewellery on, you can just adjust it by pulling it up like so. And of course, for transporting, they fold up like this, lay flat like so, and you're good to go. Not one gigantic box like I used to have. You know exactly what I'm referring to, Jan, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I used to do craft fairs and things, like you said, I'd have 2 huge boxes with the busts in. But this way, you know, you just lay them flat, and they're going to take up hardly any room.
Hardly any room.
It's going to be, you know, yeah.
They're so practical. Why didn't someone think of this sooner?
Yeah.
Why didn't
it's ingenious, and the little adjustable thing at the back as well. I love that.
Yeah, that little toggle class is invaluable, isn't it?
If you've got a craft table, you can have a row of them at the back, a row of the larger ones, and they can be sort of closed right up as well. So
absolutely, and they're not going to slide. You know, sometimes when you have like a Christmas card, for example, which is like what do they call it that way? Landscape.
Yes.
When it's that way, and the Christmas card goes like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm referring to? Sometimes these would do that, especially, and Mark pointed out the other day, and I was like, good point, Mark. The actual back, let me just show you, this one's maybe a bit bigger. The actual back, rather than just be glued, they're actually hinged. So you've got the security there as well.
Because I have bought ones with the
glue,
the back, but the glue, and then the glue comes off, the back falls off.
It melts.
It does, and and like you say, it just goes woof like that.
Yeah.
And then it's, you know, you
just
can't
becomes a little bit limp, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit limp and lifeless, and then it's not supporting the weight of your jewellery. And I love these. I'm thinking just hang them up on the wall. They'd be gorgeous on the wall as well to display your own personal pieces. Need to bring that price in because these are very, very popular and always are. $12.95. I used to pay that for just one of the busts when I had my own business, and that was direct from a wholesaler. So many of you there. Carrie-Mar, Avis, hello to you, Evelyn, Patricia, Leslie, Dahlia, hello to you, Cecilia, Rachel, Theodora, well done to you. Some beautiful names there, isn't there? Wonderful names dialing through. Yeah, really practical, and they wipe clean. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes with the velvet, which I love, don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place for all the different display busts, but the velvet, you can get dust on them, little bits of fluff, dog hair, which is definitely an issue in my house. Best one in the world, even if you keep them in boxes. Dog hair gets everywhere, doesn't it?
It does. It does. But like you say, with these, just wipe them over, wipe them clean.
Wipe them over.
Perfect.
Wipe them clean. If you get any liquid on anything, which is a fabric, obviously, then I think it completely spoils it. These, you won't have to worry about that. Total baby. That's all we use here in the studio is a baby wipe, don't we?
Yeah.
To keep them clean. Fabulous. So many of you there. That's working out at what? Not a good £4 something each. £4.32. 4.32 each. Our Claire's very good at maths. It's a good job because I'm rubbish. I'm rubbish at maths.
I'm rubbish as well. I'm
Useless
not
I
great.
am. Useless. I'd like to see these on the wall. Around, if you've got a dressing table at home, that's one of my life goals, by the way, to have a really nice dressing table. At the moment, I have like a cushion on the floor. But yeah, I can imagine all these just around on the wall in your pieces of jewellery.
Hanging from it, look gorgeous.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Jan, gosh, I don't know where time has gone this morning. It's
I know,
absolutely
it's
raced
flown,
by.
hasn't it?
Thank you so much
You're
for your
welcome.
company and
I've
your
had a great
designer
morning.
inspirations, as always, always. You have been amazing. You have. And
Thank you.
Sorry we were giggling at you.
That's okay.
You
I
are.
can
You
take
are.
it.
That will go down as one of my favourite moments in Jewellery Maker history.
Good.
And if you don't know what we're referring to, just watch it back. Watch it back. Amazing. When are you back next?
Thursday mid.
Thursday mid-show,
Yeah.
so tune in to the lovely Jan. I'm not going anywhere though, because I'm with you for the next hour. We've got lots of clearance opportunities coming up after this.
On Monday, the 23rd of November, Jewellery Maker will be having essential maintenance work on our systems throughout the morning. Due to this, we'll only be able to sell limited items